up, everybody? Welcome to Southeast Asia Showdown Mark 6. My name is KeithThePooPoo. I'm joined by my good friend Dadsitter as we get into the top 8 of the bracket. I am now one of the people that has commentated these, I think, 3 times back-to-back since Mark 3, so I'm really excited to be here. And hey, or Dadsitter, I should say, is my good friend who joins me on the West Coast Bearded Brawls quite often. But right now, we're going to be doing some Southeast Asia commentary. Very excited for the block. How are you feeling, Dadsitter?
Dude, you look great, man.
Thanks, man. I put myself together when I can.
I'm feeling good, by the way, but I just had to say, hey, that's a dapper fellow, looking good.
Yeah,
you still got the tail?
Yeah, I do. It's just tucked away. It's not braided
right
right now.
Yeah, keep it. Anyway, yeah. So we
keep
got
professional. Yeah.
So we got Brawlhalla, 1v1s, SEA. I hear we got some really strong players in this bracket.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to the most tonight? Good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, for those of you that don't know, we have someone in the lobby called Midi. That's actually just Himwy, who's the best player in Southeast Asia right now. But go ahead.
Urahara, I see in the elimination bracket. I'm a big Urahara fan. Yep. I'm a big Urahara fan. I've been seeing a lot of Urahara in these SEA tournaments and in the MENA tournament
as well. Yep.
Last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. Big fan of how Urahara plays the game. Urahara's interpretation of Brawlhalla is probably my favorite. So, but anyway, right now we have Midi on screen, but
Himwy,
yeah, versus Sire.
Yeah, so Himwy is known for being the best player in Southeast Asia with set wins on every character, Asuri and Teros and Fate. Literally anybody that is competitively strong, Mordex, you'll see Himwy sporting. But right now it's Ada. Ada on the up and up in terms of the metagame. I've been seeing a lot of people, even on the defense stats, only 4 defense, but a very overall even, high dex, high attack, high speed, low defense. Very, very popular right now, very trendy, hip with the kids. The blasters are kind of making their way back into the meta. I think as we get into mid-season at CEO, it should be a very interesting change of the meta around that. I think everyone kind of came in thinking, it's just going to be a Katars and it's just going to be Hammer and Axe. But in reality, we got characters like Ada and, Himwy, trial of Scotty, winner of Southeast Asia showdowns in the past. So, I mean, a very, very strong player. Number 1 seed for a reason versus Sire, who is known for playing Bodvar, or in this case, Xavier Woods, which will be a very, old school legend, as Sandwick, the producer of this tournament, would say very power creep legend versus Ada, who's kind of, new school. Everyone's kind of playing it right now. Very exciting.
Xavier Woods.
As a crossover for Bodvar or as a person?
No, the personality.
I'll be completely honest, not a big WWE person.
Yeah, and there's the first talk.
Yeah.
So, what are we seeing here? I think the blasters just completely oppressive. Like I like to talk about, I think that blasters are really just one of the aerials. We just saw Dare connect maybe 7 times on that first stock, and the spear just got reset. He's gonna pick up blasters, and I would like to, let's put 5 on it. Does he press Dare first button? Oh, he reset his spear. I didn't notice that. Okay, never mind. Next time he has
no
a
money
blaster.
To be lost.
Next time he has a blaster.
I definitely think you're right about that, where the blaster players will favor one of the aerials. Some will like side air a lot, or downlight, and others will find down airs. And down air blaster players are definitely the most scary. Nice downlight. It's a side air. It's a classic hammer sequence versus spear. You just have to kind of burst into that range and call out the landings with downlight, and that stick is so active.
The very late active frames, yeah. Going with the blasters here. What'll they be? It's a Dare. Where's my money?
Someone out there took the wager and is down $5. I'm not too sure who it is. That's $5 American, by the way. We're American.
Or whatever.
We're site. Yeah, or what? We're not too picky.
Whatever you got,
Not too picky there. Getting the down air KO there to take it off the top. We're finding a last stock situation here. Game number 1.
Ooh.
Nice little open up there. Let's see what happens on this wall trap.
I feel like jumping there. Maybe a little scary jumping there as Hammer. Maybe you back up and fish. But
ooh, that's a terrible hitbox.
Good pressure.
Okay.
It's dropped. Okay. We're looking at pretty much. Oh, we aren't. I was gonna say we're looking at the last attempt here from the Xavier Woods, but it was stuffed too quick. So that was a quick game. I feel like it really was ping-ponging back and forth with which player had the pressure, and just Midi, or not Midi, I'm sorry. Himwy, yeah. I gotta not read. Okay, Himwy really just got the first one and then was able to get the last one for that reason.
I'm definitely interested to see. I know Sire is a tried and true Bodvar player, or Xavier Woods in this case, and continually do that. And we're not getting any legend swaps here, which is an interesting choice for at least for me, because I'm not used to seeing Himwy on the Ada, but right now it's definitely working out. Also, by the way, we got drops on. Shout out to Brawlhalla. We got Brawlhalla, I believe, category-wide drops, so make sure you're tuning in. Now, this is a great spot to not only learn some awesome Brawlhalla, but also get some cool drops. Just quick little plug for that. We get into game number 2 here on Western Air Temple. See if Xavier Woods can find a little bit of an opening here. Downlight into the recovery. Actually burns all the way to Sweat Beads to extend the edge guard. Is able to get back to the wall. That's just big damage.
It's great damage, yeah. I mean, after losing the first weapon, finding all of that for free is excellent. And saying, I don't want the sword, actually.
Wanting to stick onto the hammer here. Maybe the sword just hasn't been as bursty. It's kind of linear in that sense sometimes in the neutral game, and I feel like hammer, as linear as it can be, definitely much more rewarding when you get that.
He tried to hit it with the brain destroyer.
Yeah, if you dash in 3 times, this is going to hit you, but if it hits you, the set's over. If you have the time to do it, you might as well, you know what I mean?
Oh, unfortunate. Finding his head gliding.
That's the real brain destroyer, hitting your head on the roof of the hard platform. You don't, that's a concussive thing. I mean, Xavier Woods used to getting concussed, but nonetheless, I mean.
You ever had a concussion?
As much as any other guy.
Dude, I've had so many.
Yeah, I
Please help.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, I mean, I think that we're just looking at these situations where one player finds the momentum and stock. The Xavier Wood. But find a lead that is,
so smart.
That should be the stock. Yeah.
I really. Oh wait a minute.
No. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I
really like that option select there to go for the gravity cancel downlight to cover a lot of low space, and then as soon as you have to recover in front of Xavier Woods, you're able to just get the recovery, and it just perfectly catches. Very, very clean sequence to go up, and as you said, you're looking for that insurmountable lead if you're Sire, but maybe going really high up, looking to surmount
nice
this.
pickup.
Okay.
It doesn't result in anything. I really want to talk about how Sire dropped all the way down there, and it even made you nervous. I think that was to avoid giving the tape. Ow!
Oh, what a call out. Really, really smart coverage on the dodge in. As much as I talk about how good dodge in can be as a mix-up, it's not great when you're doing that off of an end light. Sword end light is one of those moves that really punishes you for making those panic options.
Watch this. Not that one. This right here. Falling down just below, like not getting dared, allowing the dodge. Just knowing you're definitely.
Yeah, because I think if Sire jumps on the wall and tries to go up immediately, he might have got clipped by the Nair, as you were talking about, and that would have given the chase dodge. That's a good point.
First weapon on the Bodvar for Xavier Woods or Sire.
Yeah, we got a switch here on Himwy, our midi side, over to the Ahsoka Tano. We got the Asuri crossover online. I was talking about Ada becoming the good graces of the meta recently, but this is the meta right here.
And always has been.
Very, very historically winning character, as you would say. And Hammer, a very strong weapon right now in the current meta as well. And you're seeing that from Sire, who's able to contend with the death by many hits with the immovable force that Hammer can be, just outputting so much damage in a couple hits.
You think that they made it Ahsoka Asuri because they both have the ears?
That's a very good point, actually.
I never thought about it until just now.
Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I think it's real.
Yeah, I mean, they had to give a Qatar because they wanted to go for the dual wield, but nonetheless, Sire with the energy sword from the Halo series actually beating out the lightsaber. So if you had any questions about what would win there, it's definitely going to be the Halo one. But nonetheless, Sire switching back over to the hammer, which has been the big damage dealer. I feel like we see some sword edge guards, but a lot more is hammer, and that's
this should be a stock for sure. No, we don't guard it. Okay. Maybe Himwy playing with food a little bit. Let's see. I mean, Sire, like there is on control of this net right now. Do you know if this is best of 3?
Oh, nice wave. This is all best of 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, gets the double recovery, even the exhausted recovery with enough force to find the KO there. Sire playing so well. We saw the usage of the double jump to avoid Himwy, mashing out of disadvantage. Double jump, down air, then gets the pop-up double recovery on the exhaust.
Oh, what a grab!
Himwy's, it's over.
Wow.
Oh,
playing so well. Maybe Ahsoka wasn't it.
What a crazy thing to see.
I want to see that last one again. That was excellent.
The end light comes in. I know.
The dash back to avoid the pressure, and then just calling out all these jumps. We're in a bad spot. Picks it up. So good.
Weapon toss to cover wall because you can't ground pound there.
Boom!
Boom. True combo.
That's it.
Yeah.
Surprisingly technical. I mean, I don't think everybody watching could go do that. That's hard.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to find that spacing. The turnaround weapon toss into the gravity cancel, downlight, and then, having the ability to also pick up the weapon there. It's a lot of button inputs. It's very precise to get everything to go correctly there. And, as I was talking about the meta, Teros, the other side of the immovable force and the unstoppable or whatever, Teros, very, very strong axe hammer. We'll see if the hammer mirror can be beneficial for Himwy. We saw the sword mirror didn't work out. Maybe the hammer one will.
Yeah, saying, I'll play you at your own game.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoutouts Urahara. Speaking of the Teros. Urahara has a nice Teros.
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone does.
Kinda,
yeah.
probably the best player in the world right now, also on the Teros.
Of course.
A lot of great, but Urahara, I mean, that's it, or keeping it on theme with the Southeast Asia. Gotta appreciate that.
Sure. In the bracket,
In the bracket, yeah. Waiting in elimination side, but nonetheless, we got some skirmishing here on the hammer. This axe gets picked up by Himwy, which is looking for that big hit. Gets the turnaround end light, and gets the recovery
out on the highest possible recovery. Yeah. Definitely risky to take any line against the axe. It's just all about, and they figure out where your goal is to go, Picks it up though, even game. We're gonna cycle out the hammer, yeah. Cycle out the sword, get the hammer. You'll have a sword queued up.
See an early nair come out for Himwy. It actually punishes him quite a lot because you swing at nothing, and then when you pick up the weapon, you're just susceptible to getting hit. And right now, on a big damage swing is
wow, gravity chase dash forward, and then just another one. I don't feel like you see that very often, but it totally worked.
Downlight recovery, goes for the down air instead, trying to get Himwy off stage. Ooh. Side light, downlight, going for that big finisher, gets the downlight.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, okay.
Himwy on their winner side life right now. This is it. One stock away from Sire locking in a top 3 guaranteed placement in winners finals. Or top 4, I should say. Going for that side light there. You see Himwy on the axe, looking for that kind of jump height where you can swat away with that down air, but it's not working right now as Sire's able to find their way through the wall. You got to put the wall up faster, Himwy. We got to create some space between because it is not working out right now in the boxing. Sire's winning out every single time.
And I feel like if you're Sire here, you're just thinking, don't let it, don't throw it, don't throw it.
Yeah.
If you lose this game, it might be really hard to come back from mentally. We've seen that a lot. In traditional FGC, that having it one stock left of winning the set, and then somehow just holding.
The art of the choke, if you will. There's a weapon toss
nice.
there. Oh no, going for the big unarmed ground pound to end it all there, and Himwy is able to find the stock forward, and all of a sudden, as we talk about a lot, it's bad now because this is Teros. This is a tough matchup.
I like Sire here. I feel like, yeah, that's just it.
That's it.
That's really hard to come back from.
We'll see if Sire goes off stage. I don't think Sire wants to tempt fate.
Choosing the safe option and really just downlight recovery is probably gonna. Oh no. the ledge
Fucking
guard.
toss, pick it up again.
And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Wow. Quick.
Big upset.
Big upset. Sire playing phenomenally. So many of those punishes were beautifully clean and really fast and decisive.
Yeah, it was a great showing from Sire as we see the replays of this last game. As you were saying, decisive and clean is definitely the words you would use. You have to be, especially when you're making this upset happen. Sire number 5 seed of the tournament, number 15 power ranked in Southeast Asia. So this is a pretty big win for Sire, all things considered. I know they played in the past, and this makes the matches 10-8 between the two in Himwy's favor, but still a very, very clean showing. Congratulations to Sire, confirming their spot into winners finals here.
That's huge to be in the winner's side. That's guaranteed third, right?
Winners finals. Yeah, that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed third. Yeah. That's grand finals guaranteed second. Yeah. That's a guaranteed third for Sire. That's a big win. Wow.
Yeah, that's huge. Or would you go to elimination bracket and then lose and then be fourth?
No, because you get sent to if you lose in winners finals, you get sent to elimination finals, which confirms third place.
Okay. Oh yes, and then the winner of that advances to France. But yeah, I mean, you're the 5th seed of the tournament. You just beat the top seed and one of the top players. Winner
the top
of,
player of Southeast Asia.
Winner of Trial and Scotty. Other recent wins. I mean, you're happy. You're happy if you're Sire right now. You're also probably stressed.
Yeah, that's a scary spot to be in. Last stock versus Himwy, you're 1 stock from taking it. As you say, a lot of players we see crumble, but Sire just 2 on top of the game. As we get into our next set, Sire waiting for the winner of this one, KeithThePooPoo versus Sphinx. Keith, one of my personal favorites. I know it's my dad's favorite Brawlhalla player right now. Keith is a very strong Qatar main, playing a lot of Sentinel, playing a lot of Assyrian. Then Sphinx, somebody that plays more, traditional Val, Kaya, Teros. But right now, it looks like Keith is going to be sporting the Petra, which could be a very exciting matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be a very fast-paced match, I believe. We see 2 heavy grappler sort of weapons. You're going to be looking for a lot of long strings and early KOs.
For sure. I mean, I will be completely transparent here. If there is a Val on the screen, I'm rooting for the Val. So I'm hoping Sphinx is able to make this upset happen. Sphinx is seed number 6 of the tournament. Keith is seed number 2. So both the 5 and the 6 seed actually upsetting the 3 and the 4 seed. I think that's how the seeding works out. Actually making it, pass. So they're already on runs 1 more than they would be usually. But right now, Sphinx looking to make it happen again. We just saw the upset happen between Sire and Himwy. We'll see if Sphinx can bring that energy on the Val versus the Keith Petra. Petra, an interesting pick because, on paper, Orb very strong, Gauntlet's very strong. It seems like a match made in heaven, string weapon, consistency weapon, but we don't see as much Petra as you would expect to see, especially, now in this current meta. So Val, also another character that was in the good graces of the meta. Now, maybe not so much. So we'll see if we can make this happen on the side of Keith.
Yeah, I think that we were talking about it with Blasters earlier, and I would say that Gauntlets are making a comeback in the same way. I'm seeing more and more, and people talked about how Gauntlets were probably bottom tier maybe only 6 months ago. So it's crazy to see how much they're getting picked up.
Yeah, I think one of the big saving graces is Nair to Gravity Cancel Enlight being discovered as like a true confirm that Gauntlets has, and you see a lot more of like that play where you're looking to like catch very vertical panic options on Gauntlets instead of sending someone vertically. It's an interesting mentality switch, but as the meta develops, so do the weapons, and it's cool to see, as you were saying, more Gauntlet development. Of course you get Gauntlets a lot in 2s, but even in 1s now they're picking up steam once again.
What do you think about this Val skin? Did you rock it or no?
Yeah, I would totally. I think this is a cool one.
You got the heart indicator
B.
on the face.
Yeah, you look kind of like, I think it's supposed to be like a B, right? I'm assuming that's what it is. I think it looks sick. Keith on the default drip, by the way. Just sometimes you gotta bring it back to the roots. Petra looks cool anyway.
Saying I just work here.
Yeah.
This is not for show.
This is all business. I'm playing Petra.
How much I talked about this being a fast matchup, and it's really looking like a one at a time. You have your turn, I'll have mine. sort of swinging at each other slog fest. Nobody's gonna get knocked here. Probably is the saddest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the run. That's it. Catch the recovery.
I feel like every weapon has a dance that they do. For example, greatsword, side light, dash, and then hammer players will down light, dash, down light. Gauntlet Mirror's dance is them expending 15 million resources off stage and both of them making it back. I think we see it quite a lot. So when you were like, yeah, they're both living, I would like firmly believe it.
And we're just even game.
We got to get off the left side of the stage. That is not the spot you want to be right now for these players because tragic things are happening over there. Let's bring it to the right side, maybe.
This is it. You think that you have a stronger side?
Yeah, definitely.
Which?
The side where you have your dominant eye. That's some pseudoscience. Sorry, I had to make the joke. I've been talking about how like left. It doesn't matter, but I do think some players actually gravitate more, like by statistics, to one side of the map. I wonder what Sandstorm side is. It's an interesting thing to think about. Maybe it depends on where you spawn too. There's a lot of factors, but nonetheless, we're on the right side of the stage.
You know how in League when you're
a lot less pandemonium is happening.
You know how in League when you finish a game and it shows the map and like the X's of every place that you perish?
Yeah.
I wonder if there could be a map of that, but for the whole tournament for a single player. I think that would look really cool.
Oh, in Brawlhalla?
Yeah.
Sandwick production. The person that runs the tournament. That's a cool idea. We should take that one.
I think that would look really cool.
Yeah. It'd be a cool little stat thing to show too. Nice gravity cancel, or not gravity cancel. Nice downlight into ground pound whiff. That's one of the things about Petra specifically is Petra Sigs are quite laggy and you're able to punish them pretty hard if you're on top of it. And Val's very fast, so you definitely will be able to.
There's always a bit of a jarring feeling in my brain when I switch from watching really technical and really precise gameplay to very like methodical and choosing your spots correctly and like sort of just playing the numbers. Like I would say this match is more methodical and each player is just playing to their best strength and trying to win out situations as often as they can. And I think that the previous game with Sire and Himwy, thank you.
Yeah.
I was about to go look at the bracket. I was like blanking. Anyway, I think that was a really fast and precise, and both players were moving a lot, and both players were pressing a lot of buttons. And I think that for me as a viewer and as a spectator and as a commentator, it's a little jarring switching between the two. And I can only imagine being in my room at home and playing in this tournament and being against some of the best players in my region, best players in the world, and having to switch paces like that.
Yeah,
it's got to be one of the maybe greatest mental tests in Brawlhalla is switching from a player that wants to play far from you to and slow the game down, and a player that wants to play very whiff punish style, and a player that wants to really just be in your face and cause you to miss in the opposite direction from where you're like play the essentially what is an anime fighter left to right mix up.
Yeah,
I think people really do that in this game. It's amazing how fast you can move.
Yeah, it's always something interesting to be said about Brawlhalla in its place in the platform fighter marketplace. It's like kind of in between a 2D fighter at a lot of times, as you were saying, like bringing your similarities into anime fighters, like you were saying, left and right. It's very interesting how players are able to quicken the game up into ways that aren't faster in conventional platform fighters, but nonetheless, that's the first thought going to Keith, who, as you were saying, playing by the numbers, very consistent, very high percentage, high value ground pounds to go for there, covering the wall and the lip so that you can't sneak under it because you bonk your head on the stage. Really, really smart stuff from Keith off the Gauntlets. Playing very, very controlled. Nothing really crazy is happening, but it's nothing crazy is happening for the Gauntlets, but in reality, it leads to stock. That's just classic.
Yeah, I would like to point out that I've seen that combo in my gold games, but the difference is that none of those players could do it to somebody with such good defense, and I think that's really what it comes down to, is like just knowing your placements and knowing your opponent's defensive tendencies so well to be able to find the most simple things against somebody with such a complex defense system. Like the up and away, just the read. I mean, I think that up. It hits up too, and that's it. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe down as well, but I mean, really.
No,
just
if you dodge
believing
down,
it
you're out of there.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, if you dodge down in a way, you're out for sure. The
Yeah.
hitbox is a lot more curved than it gives on. It's less horizontal on that, like on the curve. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it's still a great option coverage and a great read. Nice side sig there on the Hattori here. Took me a second to realize who that was. I've been seeing a lot of Ada of recent, so every time I see a Spirit, I immediately think of that. But nonetheless, Keith, we haven't seen the Orb yet in this match, but it's a great time to pull it out. I think when you're up a stock, the consistency weapon truly just, side light, side air your way to a victory. You're up a stock. You don't need to do anything too crazy. Just kind of play consistent and take this.
Yeah, just really just finding like consistent damage and just getting so much extra credit. I feel like it feels a lot safer with a weapon like Axe or a weapon like Orb. Spear.
Doesn't require any crazy extension or crazy disadvantage plays. You just, hit them twice because that's what you get every time. And you see there the Nair comes out from Keith as the sidelight sider towards the right side of the stage, or the correct side, I should say. We'll find a KO right now, a Hattori low defense legend. That's the side air. Can we find a conversion? Keith picking up the gauntlets, goes for the side air there, doesn't find it. But still, I mean, in such a dominant position, you have to make something happen almost right now, it feels like.
This is an intense match, though. There's a full stock disparity.
Yeah,
I love that both players are playing, like, really just trying to hold on to their stocks. Shout out to Keith for just playing so defensive and smart with the second stock left. I think a lot of players, you'll find them just saying, like, okay, just take this one so that I'm white and I can do some funny counter hit.
It works out in a great way. We see the Keith edgeguard there, the Nair to catch the attempt to get back to the wall, to the ground pound. Very, very clean stuff. As you were saying, something you see at all ranks of Brawlhalla, but something special is to be said about doing it against people that are in the highest caliber of play with the best defensive game.
Yeah, what do you think you need to change here?
I definitely like the switch over to Teros. I think creating space between is important. I don't think it was working on the spear and the sword. I feel like Gauntlets kind of was able to just pick apart you. So maybe, you're coming in with a lot more grounded control on the hammer. Axe is a lot better at catching anti-air. So you have Axe for Orb, you have Hammer for Gauntlets. I feel like just the weapons in general might just be the option that you need to really make this happen. But I don't know. I don't play at this top level. I just see it often where people will just switch over to Teros because they want to, play that consistent game and create some space between. And we'll see if it works out here.
Yeah, I would say another facet of it is trying to play a different style so that you're not playing right into Keith's tempo. I feel like both of those characters were sort of looking for the same things in the same situations. Keith just barely edging out this time today. And what's important about that is not saying I'm the worst player today and giving up. It's just trying to find a different strategy, a different win condition. What we're seeing already, Sphinx moving so much faster.
Yeah. When you have weapons that find so much dominance on the ground, it kind of gives you the confidence to play kind of fast on the ground. You know what I mean? You're not thinking about like jumping as much. You're like, I'm going to fully kind of commit mentally to the grounded game. And as you were saying, a mentality switch of that big of a magnitude might be in order when you lose, in such dominant fashions. And right now, Sphinx is making it happen. Game 1 was close, by the way. I mean, we forget because Game 2 was pretty handily Keith favored. There's something to be said about this being a very even match nonetheless.
It's the old close 2-0.
Exactly, yeah. Nice side light there. Send off stage. Keith looking to tap in this edge guard. Didn't find it with that side air, but still in a pretty good spot. Sphinx with the end light sends off stage. Keith in a bad spot here.
Barely misspaced it.
Unarms him too. Nice side air. Oof, that's able to KO from across the screen.
Bold.
I don't think I've ever seen... Sorry, I was going to mention, I don't think I've ever seen Keith on Petra, so to come out here and, play this consistently is really cool to see. Just wanted to add that on.
Yeah, I mean, everybody talks about the 10,000 hours you need to be able to play Orb.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean...
Good pickup. Finally getting rid of that stock, and I think that's a big reset for Sphinx here. I think that the pressure was fine until losing that first stock first, and then just having such a hard time finding KO.
Oh!
Hate to see that.
Yeah. That was a rough edgeguard attempt there, going for the big ground pound in an attempt to equalize, because you don't live that even if you hit it on hammer. I don't think the chase dodge would have been high enough. So at best, maybe you chase dodge and make it back. At worst, it was a soft trade. Or at worst, you lose your stock and Keith doesn't, and now you're up a lot.
Yeah, that's a different worst.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was
the
kind
ring
of
on the
conditioning
way.
on that. Oh my goodness, going for the exhausted recovery. Gets hit, so it actually gives a jump back to Keith, and Keith already on the offensive goes for the dodge, and Reed doesn't find it. But right now, Sphinx kind of back against the wall. You're in that side light into a Reed recovery KO range. Can you make something happen? Keith playing all too well right now. Nice dodge through.
You gotta be doing something or changing something if you're not gonna get 3 out here. What'll it be?
Nice movement right now from both
And
players.
Keith
As they play
moving, just dancing in the ranges and finding it. Yeah.
Player 2 wins.
I mean, that last instance of that last stock where Keith was dashing back and forth so much really just looked like the Sphinx with their metaphorical pants down.
Yeah, interesting pattern recognition from Keith. I don't know if the replay will show the total extent of it. We'll see this miss edgeguard opportunity. Goes for the ground pound immediately. If we chase dodge to the wall and ground pound, it works there, unfortunately. If you notice there in that short thing, Sphinx was kind of stuck, always going back to the direct center of the stage. And I think Keith knew that, because he was conditioning you to sit there, because you want to swat him away from dashing off the platform. And the way to do that is by sitting in the center. Keith realizing that, and as you're saying, catching him with his pants down, gets caught in that slow turnaround, and then the recovery comes in. And Keith is able to lock that one in with a... Was that a 3-0?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a 3-0. So Keith with a 3-0 on the Petra. Great showing from Keith so far. You know, we saw the upset happen on the side of Sire, who's now going to be playing Keith in the winners finals. But Keith, number 2 seed of the tournament, keeping that consistency, beating Sphinx as we get into winners finals, which is locked in. However, before we get on to the rest of Southeast Asia Showdown Mark 6, we're going to go to a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back for some more Brawlhalla action. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody, to Southeast Showdown Mark 6. My name is KeithThePooPoo. I'm joined by my good friend Dad Sitter as we get into the rest of this top 8 bracket. We skipped past elimination side round 1 of elimination side, so exclamation point bracket if you want to follow along at home. We have our next match lined up, though. We got Himwy, who is under the tag MIDI, versus Vodier, who's right now looking for their way into the custom room. But nonetheless, Himwy, Vodier, very excited for this match. Dad Sitter, how you feeling tonight?
Dude, you look good, man.
Thanks, man. You know, I put myself together the best I can at 11 p.m. You look great too, by the way. We're American time zone, so for me it's 11:47. For Hay, it's 2 in the morning. So
Yeah,
round of applause.
2:47.
2:47. Round of applause for Hay keeping it together. I would just not be doing that, but
I feel
he's
good.
the GOAT. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty great block so far. You know, we got a couple raids coming in. A shout out to MC Cause as well as Brawlhalla for raiding. We got some awesome Twitch drops. If you're at home and excited about that, you can be watching the NSYG official and a lot of other great community events that are happening. Brawlhalla.com/schedule. Follow along with all that stuff. But nonetheless, we have a match here. We got Keith. We got, or not Keith. Whoa. We have Himwy. We have Vodier. I didn't update my stats till yet, but nonetheless, exciting matchup between the two.
Yes. I don't. What do you know? I mean, okay. Immediately, Himwy, I'm seeing in the game, we're seeing a Ahsoka. I think Himwy's out for blood. I don't know. But I saw a little something changing in that last game. Almost came back, and now we're in the elimination bracket. It's for real. I think we're gonna see a different Himwy. I'm excited to see it.
If my stat tool is not playing tricks on me, I know my eyes are widening. Vodier, PR number 418 in EU, is right now spending some time in Saudi Arabia. Somebody who is not seeded to be anywhere near top 8, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I'm sorry, Vodier, but they were seed 52 of the tournament. So seed 52 versus seed number 1 for 5th place. This is what is called upon both of these players. Vodier on the run of a lifetime. Vodier has been consistently placing very well. I don't want to say of a lifetime because they played very, very well of recent, getting 5th at Mark 4 Southeast Asia Showdown. But nonetheless, still like a pretty impressive run. But it kind of sucks that you got Himwy now.
Yeah, I would say, do you know the phenomenon of like you're traveling and you play just so much better at like some random local in South Carolina than in your like hometown local, because they don't know you and you don't know them and you have like something to prove and you just play out of your mind. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, for sure. I do pretty well out of region at like certain tournaments I'll enter. You know, I'll do like a lot better out of region because people are like, you know, not ready for what I'm bringing. Sometimes that's just a matchup check, but other times, like you're saying, you bring in a different style. Every region has their own style, and coming in from EU, you know, of course, you know, Southeast Asia is my favorite favorite region to commentate right now, tied with South America. But you know, EU is on a pretty high caliber of play. Shout outs to all the people that are continuing to push that EU meta alongside Godly. But you know, you come into a region that's a little bit less represented. You know, the overall strength of the region isn't that strong, and you know, come out with results. So Vodier, you know, like you said, bringing in that, you know, that swagger you have coming in from another region, as well as coming in from a harder region, will definitely make it so that you will do a lot better in tournament for sure.
Yeah, and they don't have the European style downloaded, which you said, but to really iterate, like, I think there's something very interesting about that, and it might not be real. You know, this could just be the run of a lifetime, like you said, if your stat tool is correct, but it could also be, you know, a little bit of a like hometown like non-hometown advantage or hometown disadvantage for voters, enemies, you know, enemy gamers on the way to where they are in the top 8. I think there's definitely something to be said about that. I think probably everybody who really like travels and goes to locals when they travel can relate to this idea of like playing really well.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's common occurrence, I think, for players at the top of their game to go out of region and want to continue to grind. I know, if I'm not mistaken, Stingray maybe went to South America and played some Brawlhalla there. That's one of the benefits of Brawlhalla in particular I want to point out is like, if you got a pretty decent gaming laptop, you're able to kind of practice in any region you visit. And I think that's something magical to be said about that.
Yeah, for sure. I've been in hotel rooms playing Brawlhalla before. Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to the hotel that I stay at when I'm at the studio. They have really, really good internet, and I was able to queue some matches in Atlanta on the Atlanta servers. And oh my goodness, low ping Brawlhalla is completely different.
What was that you were talking about? The beep.
The beep
at
what are you talking about?
At the hotel.
Oh, at the alarm going off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a completely separate thing, but
I know, but it's just like a story that I think of.
Yeah, at the studio, a smoke detector was going off for the whole weekend, and we kind of got so used to it that when somebody would come in that wasn't there the whole weekend, they'd be like, "What's that sound?" And we would be like, "What sound?" And it was the smoke detector. We just got so numb to it. I was going to try to transition it into a Brawlhalla reference, but it's just a funny story. Make sure to check your batteries on your smoke detectors. Very important thing to have. Nonetheless, we got a match coming, a fire match. There we go. Himwy versus Vodier, who's on a deep run, season 52 of the tournament. We got the Taros. We got the Ahsoka Tano. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, so I know what to expect out of one of these players, sort of. I've seen Himwy play before, and this tournament and in others, but I have no information on Vodder or Vodier, or however you were saying Vodier. Do you know? Who cares?
Vodier.
Yeah, Vodier for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no information on the Vodier playstyle, on the Vodier character selection screen.
But right now, I mean, we're seeing the Taros, the Roman Reigns not working versus the Ahsoka. This is definitely one of those things where sometimes you pick up the hammer first and it doesn't work out. Maybe this is an axe game. We'll see if the axe can come online.
Just dissecting the movement, by the way. This is definitely a different player than we saw in the winners bracket. This is a more serious player.
Mm-hmm. No more Ada, no more. Did we see a Taros game as well? Yeah, we did see a Taros game from Himwy. Himwy has a very strong Fate as well. That's kind of how I was introduced to Himwy, was Fate. But right now, the Ahsoka Tano, being in the good graces of the meta, as I like to say.
Okay, good find. Maybe one of the first times that Vodier has hit a move in a while. I think breaking that streak might be good. Just get into a movement groove that.
Oh no!
Wow, Himwy is just calling everything out hard. This is looking really brutal so far.
The classic conversion there from Himwy to get the gravity cancel down light into the down air and then just cover them, landing after they get bounced off the stage. It's a very common sword tactic, and eventually you'll end up off stage because it sends horizontally. And Himwy was able to capitalize with the tap and the gravity cancel down light into the ground pound unarmed, and all of a sudden right now Himwy's in the driver's seat in a big way. Big down air goes for a side air, didn't find it, but the ground pound connects nonetheless. Chase dodge down for the aggression, and could we be seeing a bit of a mind gimp here? I mean, you gotta definitely make your way back here as Vodier. You do make it back, but Himwy is just too confident on the left side of the stage. You gotta get out of here if you're Vodier right now.
getting a little fancy with the haymaker.
Okay.
But just playing with so much patience right now on Himwy. Really just beautiful Brawlhalla, like totally dissecting that whole game apart. Every movement, every time that Vodier was trying to find a way in, every time that Vodier was trying to find a way out, just completely on top of it. All these like offstage skirmishes that are maybe low probability. Himwy just saying, I want nothing to do with that. I'm going to take my damage where I can get it. I'm going to punish you for messing up your movement, and that's it. And it really just shows how precise Himwy can be.
Yeah, I think I talk a lot about these two particular characters as, you know, the death by many cuts versus the get your one or two. And as you were saying, dissecting, I think is a great way of putting it. Like Himwy literally picked apart all of the options from Vodier, and Vodier really couldn't get anything going. And that's exactly where you want to be as a Suri in this matchup, right? Because you're not obviously going to match the damage output as Teros. You have to win neutral so many more times. You have to slowly pick apart your opponent, and I think Himwy did that with so much success and continuing to do it. Even throwing in a down sig to cover the landing. I mean, right now, Himwy is pulling out all the stops. This is a different beast, but the same animal from the winner side for sure.
It's like this interesting Taoism, like yin yang going on here, where there's just this chaos and there's just this order. And it's like when the Teros' player wins in this matchup, it's the chaos is winning. And when the Teros player is losing in this matchup, order is winning.
For sure. I think that's a great way of putting it. I don't think the Teros players would like that. Like be called the evil chaos, but
No, not evil. Specifically just disorder.
Yeah, disorder. Yeah. For sure.
I think that unpredictability is probably every Teros player's and every heavy player's best friend across all fighting games, really, but especially in Brawlhalla, especially this matchup.
Nice double gravity cancel side light there, and ooh, a nice little turnaround on the axe. You got to flip it when you can, and already a much closer game than the last for Vodier, who's getting kind of grooved on right now. A lot of gravity cancel down lights to call out jumps, and even calling out dashes. Goes for the Rain extension, as I like to call it. Shout out to Rain, the EU Val player. Going for the ground pound after the gravity cancel down light. It does confirm, but you have to be at a pretty deep hitbox of the downlight because you don't have time to jump and ground pound. You have to just hit the ground pound after.
You ever heard that song by Missy Elliott about the rain?
I know that one other one about the rain. There's a lot of rain songs, I think. The Purple, known as Purple, formerly known. You know what I'm talking about? Risk of Rain.
You talking about Chance the Rapper?
No, we're talking about a different Rain for sure. I'm talking about the Val player, but nonetheless.
Somehow,
Roman Reigns.
This is looking
wait,
like
a minute.
Like
yeah, Roman Reigns. Sorry.
You know, we got there. This is looking like an even game. I don't think we're living as Ysoka here. No. So brought it all the way back. Bodhi, you're finding the groove, and you see disorder leaking into our universe in a good way.
Yeah, you know, dripping in like raindrops for sure. Or for that big down sig and trying to catch a big jump from the ledge, or the wall, I should say, and didn't find it. But nonetheless, as you were saying about the disorder and order, you got to kind of start pulling out the stops here, I feel like, as Vodier, because you're just giving Himwy time to kind of meticulously pick you apart again. I feel like you have a lot of kind of those nerves going for you right there. Nice attempt. I like that dodge read attempt, but a downlight into Cider, and all of a sudden, it's not looking so good for Himwy, who has the sword still, which is a fortunate thing, and ooh, a big haymaker whiff.
I was just thinking about Vodier needs to pull out the Game 5 mix-ups early because you really don't want to go down 2-0. And then what do you see? A haymaker just lunging across the stage. There it is. That's you know, I've actually seen that mix before.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let it rip.
Oh, that's the stock, yes. Okay.
Okay, Himwy
down 2-0 against Himwy. Top seed of the tournament. What are we thinking? We're thinking Uncle Iroh GG emoji. And we're also thinking, man, I was playing so well.
Yeah.
Which is true. Vodier definitely deserves accolades after this performance, regardless of the result. Just good Brawlhalla play. I mean, really, like, adapting to a top player, dissecting your movement, and coming up with new movement is such a hard thing to do sometimes. And I think that, you know, finding a whole new groove in a game that's as groovy as this one can be really tough.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I think there's a lot to be said about the internal rhythm of players in this game. I like to call it tempo. There's, like, you know, moves that are like tempo checking, like End Light on Spear, for example. And like you were saying, when you have somebody that is literally the best in region, picking apart your internal tempo, it becomes very difficult to snap out of it. You know, that's something that you shouldn't ideally have to do if you know about the first and second body. Shout out to Inner Game of Tennis. You don't really want to be like thinking too much. I know it sounds crazy, but you want to allow yourself to get into like a flow state. You don't want to be overthinking, but you know, Vodier is showing that even in those high stakes moments where you have, you know, all is on the line, he was able to keep it relatively close.
Barely misses the ground pound. The second ground pound that would have, I think, locked in the stock.
Mm-hmm. Goes for the big side sig there on the sword. Didn't find the connection, but you're still in a really dominant position, just easily reacting to the jump with a sider on the sword, and Himwy with quite a bit of a lead. We saw this lead happen in the last game, but oh man.
Just a beautiful
so
example of how locked in we are on the Himwy. The come off of the Angel Cloud with invulnerability and press jump, like wait a beat and a half, and then press jump recover, and Himwy is just there, hitting you out of that recovery, just totally on your line. No, there's no mix, there's no chaos, just watching, perceiving, and reacting. And I think it's really, really elegant.
Man, this is just, picking Himwy is playing so insanely well. The double ground pound. Okay, goes
for the
to
clip.
End. Yeah.
Always time to dance.
Always time to dance in Brawlhalla, especially when you're looking for that 3-0 on, or the dash back, trying to catch dodge in. Didn't find the spacing for it, but still Himwy in a great spot as the down sig comes in, and that is going to take it for Himwy.
Yeah, I said it initially, right away. I'm saying it now, and I said it sometime during the set, but it really is, this is a different Himwy from winner's side. I don't know if we were not locked in, if we were cold, but very, very well played. I think that this could be the player that wins the whole tournament. I mean, I'm surprising nobody with that take. As the first seed, pretty good chance to win. But play well. That's my point.
Yeah, by the numbers, Himwy should not be in elimination side right now, fighting against Vodier, who's on a dream run for 5th, and Himwy is going to move forward. As we get into our next match between two players that I know at least one Hey is very excited for, in Urahara, or Dadsitter, I should say, versus Sphinx.
It's time.
They're 1-1 in sets, so this is a decider, and Hey gets to commentate it. Let's go. Let's see it.
It's an Urahara time. We all know Urahara, needs no introduction. A heavy player generally, but with a very wide character pool. Definitely dipping into the Asuris, dipping into the Hitoris I've seen. I've seen Lance, I've seen Scythe, I've seen Orb, I've seen Hammer and Axe quite a bit. I think this is a player with a lot of movement. This is a player with a lot of style. Big fan of Urahara.
Yeah, it's cool. And, Sphinx, we saw in the Keith match, game 1 was pretty close, and then game 2 and 3, not so much. Got 3-0'd by Keith, number 2 seed of the tournament, and now has to face down Urahara, who I'd like to say is a consistent problem in the elimination side of these Southeast Asia brackets. Urahara might not be making it in through the winner side of the bracket, but they eventually do make their way into top 8 through elimination side. They are constantly in contention for that podium placement. They're looking and clawing for that 3rd place. So I think it's going to be a very exciting matchup between the two. We'll see what happens. I know you're a big Urahara fan, but as we wait for both of these players to lock in, we have Artemis, Urahara on the Artemis, but actually switching over to the Zol, and then now versus the Asuri should be an interesting matchup.
Big fan of the Zol. Big fan of the Urahara Zol. I feel like I probably like my Zol more, but just a little bit. Definitely, I remember the last time I saw this Amethyst picked by this player, I remember thinking, wow, you are working so hard for the punishes that you could get with Hammer and 2 button presses. And that is kind of where Cannon's at, and I think that that's a lovely thing, that Cannon just has so much more potential for damage off of just like very simple neutral interactions, but you just have to work so hard in so many situations where other legends, other weapons are just pressing side, downlight side air and getting the same amount of damage. But right into the match, we're seeing a Cannon on the Amethyst and a little bit of damage being racked up. We find the guitars. Huge string to start it. That's a lot of damage from a Zol, even though it looks small. That's probably half your stock.
Yeah, as you were saying, Zol being, I think, legend that everybody is really, really scared of. because on Axe and Cannon they're able to just output so much damage, and as you were saying, like getting put in that blender for just that short amount of time puts you potentially in one read away from getting KO'd versus a Suri who has so much more work to be done to make this happen.
And you look at the game now and you say, okay, well the Suri's caught up. Definitely the movement and the order and the controlling the pace of the match is seeming to benefit. But I would say that these players are just about as close to each other from having their stocks taken.
Yeah.
And that's it. Both players just as close from having their stocks taken. It really is an amazing thing to see sometimes. The Soul can just find it. Oh, and so much. Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, going for that big down air. If that down air connected, I think you have a true dodge in coverage into ground pound.
You gotta
there.
know.
Okay, going for the ground pound.
You gotta know. You have to chase dodge after that cider to hit the recovery on that percent. But it's okay. A lot of damage. The stock gets cleaned up from the Amethyst.
Got about 100 extra credit, so you're looking pretty good. And as we switch over to the Axe, you got the Zol Axe Sigs, which are very, very good at catching landings and just finding KOs immediately. You see this edge guard online.
Completely respecting the recovery, saying, I'm on Axe, I'm on Zol, I have no business going down there. I'm going to the side sig you in a minute or two. Is this a... What is that? Is that a fire hydrant? What is that?
Yeah, I think that's 7's fire hydrant cannon.
That is
because 7 has a
very
fire
orange.
Yeah, man, that's definitely orange.
It's like
Classic dad sitter.
Like a lot of orange.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm loving seeing the Urahara Zol cook. I mean, I think that we're seeing this is the gambling nature of, well, really right now we're seeing the Axe and its consistency, but the gambling nature of Cannon, finding all that damage early, you could really just get stuck for so long not getting a single neutral win. But when you get it, you can really, like, the weapon can take you so far if you can just win neutral a couple times, and that's pretty much what we saw. I would like to see neutral wins from Amethyst as a stat, because it had to be low.
Yeah, I feel like it was literally, as you were saying, like 1 or 2 interactions into a big call out. That Sig is so vicious, by the way. Shout outs to Amethyst unofficially being one of the wrestlers of Brawlhalla alongside all the WWE crossovers, as well as Teska with that side Sig. But nonetheless, we're getting a immediate switch into Tai Lung or Mordex, a legend we've never really seen before in competitive, has really yet to test their mettle. So we'll see if this Mordex pick will work, because in the past, it's a pretty unknown factor for sure.
Sphinx might be the best Mordex player in the world, actually.
Yeah. I mean, he might not be the best Mordex, but he might be the best Tai Lung. We don't get to see this drift as often as I would like to. Tai Lung is such a sick villain.
Would you rock those pants?
The ones that Amethyst has on, or the ones that...
No, Tai Lung.
Yeah, man. If I had to start making some big reads, maybe, you know what I mean? Like if I had some gauntlets on, I'd put the pants on. They look comfortable enough. You get
almost look like boxer shorts,
man.
which is kind of cool to tie into the gauntlets. Never thought about it that way. Already we're seeing the Zol pounding out of stock. I mean, we're just 1 or 2 neutral interactions away from seeing a cat fall off the stage. Is it a cat? It's a big cat for sure.
No, it's definitely a cat, and very fittingly, usually the firefighters are the ones to save the cats, but Urahara doesn't care about any cat's lives right now. As you get the cider into the chase dodge, gets the weapon toss as well, and an attempt to get a downer on the Axe. We haven't seen the Axe do all that much besides get...
The throw happens, the Axe toss, the weapon toss happens, but the player doesn't get hit. My small brain struggles to understand a reality where the Axe came out, but also didn't go. But anyway, 2 stocks apiece from the players. A lot of damage on the Tai Lung. Could be. I mean, truly, we are a cannon side sig away from seeing a Tai Lung go flying. That one won't do it. That one certainly will. And we're pressing a lot of buttons on the Soul, and that's got to be my favorite thing about Urahara as a player, is just letting them fly and really just relying on the movement and the saves,
irresponsible.
I mean, just truly, just like probably irresponsible to have Urahara Zol around kids. You know what I mean?
or cats. No matter how big of a cat. I mean, we're seeing just a constant plethora of every single sig you can think of on Zol, and that's part of what makes Zol strong, in my opinion at least, is some pretty belligerent sigs that even at the highest level of play will find a lot of success calling out landings. And you can't go sweat beads against Zol because both weapons have side sigs that cover landings really well. I was talking about that earlier, but already a much closer game for Sphinx, who forces a lost stock situation here.
Yeah, definitely, picked ourselves up by our boots, so to speak, and got back into it in this game. I mean, I think Sphinx has a lot of motivation to try to stay in this tournament. Uruhara has been playing, I mean, obviously every player wants to stay in the tournament, but Uruhara has really been grinding. I'm not sure, I haven't seen Sphinx's name around so much in the SEA tournaments. I don't know if this is a high placement or if this is just a person that doesn't enter as often, but Uruhara says, I have been here, I have done that,
Yeah. And this is a tricky spot to be in as Uruhara.
Oh, yeah,
that's one big read, and that's it.
Just the American air dodge, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know if that... See, that doesn't translate to this game.
Actually, the audience wouldn't understand, and also it seems like just blatantly wrong, because neither of these players are American. An American air dodge is when you dodge in for
off
those,
stage.
yeah, for those that don't follow.
Yeah, don't follow what we're talking about. But nonetheless, we were talking about Uruhara's cannon and the ability to get really big open ups, but I feel like Uruhara just stopped getting the big hits, the 1-2s that you need to see on the Zol, and ran away with it on the Mordex or the Tai Lung, and played very, very well. Sphinx, once again, PR number 5 of Southeast Asia, got 17th at the last SEA Showdown. The last time they got top 8 placement was at Trial of Ymir, so back in February. So, a lot to prove here, playing against a mainstay of the Southeast Asia Showdowns in Uruhara as we get to the game 1, or 1-1, so game 3 now. Both of these players, once again, are 1-1 in matches, so they, are very, very neck and neck. We'll see what happens here.
We're seeing
it always goes game 5, I think, too.
Character switch from Uruhara onto the Zol.
Off the Amethyst onto the Zol. So you're going to keep the axe, and you're also going to keep the cannon, and also the SIGs, if you were confused at home.
What do you think about the defense stance here? I mean, really, who needs dexterity? Whichever one makes dexterity go down is the one you should take, right?
Yeah, dex is one of those stats where not diminishing returns. It's very particular on what weapons benefit from having dex, and usually the difference of 4 to 5 dex never matters. It's usually the difference of like the large extremes, like the difference of 2 to 3 dex or 3 to 4 dex. I don't even think 3 to 4 dex means anything, but like 2 to 3 dex and then 9 to 10 dex or 8 to 9 dex. I don't think it matters on axe or cannon at all. Down light and air is just true always. Doesn't matter what dex you have. So, like you said, who needs dex? Just take the one that takes it out. And a little bit more defense on Zol, definitely, as tanky as you are, definitely will help out. I don't know about taking away the damage for speed, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah, and when you're Mordex, what is really the... Anyway...
yeah. What is really the difference, right? The only okay. Anyway,
I think that this is a very skill expressive matchup. Generally, we've got a character that likes to find a lot of reads and exert a lot of neutral pressure, and we've got a guy that if you get hit, you might just fall over and off the stage. So I think it's really just about, not to put it in one player's control or the other, because I think that the ability to maintain your flow state and stay so consistent on, the sort of, back to this yin-yang metaphor that I've been repeating, the person that's in control of the pacing and that is trying to not get grappled, so to speak, is going to be the person that needs to just be so locked in and in a flow state. And I think that generally the onus is on the person of chaos to mix the movement up and find the neutral when at disadvantage, because you have slower startups, so it's like, can you really say that? Oh, that was so smart. What a call out. And we're seeing the galloping.
Yeah, we saw the D20 roll from Uruhara, and he actually hit a 1, so I don't know what that means in Brawlhalla terms, but you obviously don't want to hit a 1. Maybe some bad juju for this game. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it means probably I've got to go.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know what it means. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, dude.
But at
I'm
the same
out of there, you know what
time,
I'm saying?
one's in chat, you know what I mean? So there's levels to it.
Yeah, for sure. One's for Hara for sure. But Cider comes in and you have some control with Axe. You're looking for this landing catch on Demon Island. No soft platforms to assist in the landing.
Love Urhar's movement. He just jumped over his head 4 times and went away. Never pressed a button.
It's easy to want to press the button there too, especially on the Axe.
Yeah, trust me, I know better than anybody.
Yeah, true.
Definitely
Okay,
looking
for
for a
the nair
nair.
there.
Yeah, I could tell by the way he nared.
It's smart because you want to stack as gauntlets. You want to be on top of your opponent, also known as stacking. And cannon nair is a great way to punish it. It's just a KO move at that damage, so you have to be very, very careful.
What do you think about the aesthetics of galloping and then being down a stock?
We have an expression called "taunt to get bodied" in the Smash community, and I think that definitely carries over into Brawlhalla. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure somebody somewhere has made a taunt to get bodied Brawlhalla video. Probably a few thousand. Ooh, we're getting the dodge in read again and again. I think that this is where the no mix-up becomes actually not a mix-up.
It's just bad.
Yeah, like, you know, everybody knows how to punish that one the best. Like, oh, what a grab! He's just, oh, he's barely surviving in the corner of the stage.
Another side stick attempt there. The end light will find a KO here on the Axe or side air.
It should be
Not quite.
an easy-ish edge guard. Small wall and sweat beads, but we don't take it. We just hit another side air, and that's up 2-1, or yeah, 2-1 or Hara. So we're right back into it. I think the Zol was really working out. I think the Amethyst is where it was going wrong.
I see what you mean.
What color is that? That looks fantastic, by the way. The light orange and the dark brown.
I believe it's Apocalypse for the most recent.
Oh yeah. That's totally is what it is.
All right. I'm gonna peel back the curtains here. We're in a Discord call while we're also in a link that gives us the camera and the microphone. If you ever see me like lock in, like my face just goes like numb, it's because I hear the Discord join sound, which means production's trying to tell me something. That's a funny thing if you're at home playing along and see, he just did it there. I have to stop talking because if he says something important, I have to listen. So that's a little fun fact for the people at home. Nonetheless, though, both of these players looking to lock in to continue on in the bracket. We got a little bit of a wait right now from Sphinx, who's, I think, pondering maybe a potential legend switch. We'll see what happens.
What do you think that red dot means? No, I'm just playing. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That is the Japanese flag. That is
Yes.
the nation of the rising sun or something like that, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. They put the sour plum in the rice, so it looks like the flag.
Yeah, I have seen that. And I've seen it
Fun fact.
on like with ketchup. For like
Yeah.
white tourists.
Yeah, you put a little ketchup. Ketchup rice is good. Hey, we're commentating a Southeast Asia bracket. Ketchup rice is popular in Southeast Asia, I will say. Nonetheless, we're getting into a switch here to the Fate from Sphinx, going the speed stance. So, as you said, who needs Dex?
Yeah.
Switching off the more Dex onto Fate. So we'll see what happens. Keeping the scythe, keeping the motif of that, but the orb, the consistency weapon, the gauntlets weren't really finding a lot of success off stage versus the Zol. If anything, they might have been a bit of a nuisance in terms of like making your landings a little telegraphed. So I like the switch, all things considered.
Yeah, I do think. I mean, if I'm Sphinx, I'm saying, okay, I'm getting like rolled by a lot of these like neutral all-in situations, and I'm getting a little bit red right now. And so, like, how do I find myself in a situation where I'm not losing neutral to cannon so that I have no possible way of getting caught by this? And, I either play Lance or I play Ball. Or Orb, sorry. Because there's the best way to not get read by a cannon player is to not get hit by the cannon player in the first place. And then how do you do that? You just, wow, that cannon looks really good. When he turns around, do you see the like details of the like hole?
Yeah.
That looks really good. That looked like a 3D model in this game. I was like,
dude, cannon players, man, they have it so easy that they can look at their drip mid-match. You heard it here first. For any cannon haters at home, dude, right now Sphinx fighting for his life on the scythe and the orb. Like, please get this cannon away from me. Urahara and Dad Sitter, dude, look, my cannon looks sick.
Dude, I've turned, man.
Turn around, you get to see the cannon better. But nonetheless, we're down to an even stock situation here. Sphinx really clawing their way back on the scythe. I definitely think, as much as we can say that Orb is going to be great at, like, you know, preemptively swatting away. We're getting a lot of dribbles here on the axe. Swatting away the cannon. Scythe is great too, because you get some pretty weird angles of attack versus the axe in particular. Not a great matchup for axe, and we immediately see the unarmed or the disarm from Sphinx.
Have you ever seen Snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, like, born and raised LA, never left, you know, haven't seen Snow. So I was just curious. I mean, I know that you travel a lot, so I wasn't suspecting that you hadn't. But I was just thinking about it because he has the snow shovel axe.
Yep.
Yeah, so Snow is pretty cool. I think that, I mean, this match is so volatile. I really like how it's just this game of cat and mouse that they have to play, and it really feels like the onus is on Urahara, and it's just so stressful if you're Sphinx. I despise being on the receiving end of this game of, like, I have to keep this player from touching me.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, to bring it back to Snow, I feel like Zol is the most, like, snowballing character. And as you're saying, like, avoiding that constantly, where you're like, you know, I can't be caught in the rolling snowball down the hill.
This guy's good.
You'll get trampled. And it really is, there's something to be said about how, you know, you're on orb, you're on a ball, fighting the snowball that Zol can be. It's a tough mental break for sure, but nonetheless, you got to make something happen if you want to force this Game 5 situation, because right now you're looking poised to do so on the orb.
Yeah, and it's just then you get hit by axe side sig from Zol, and it's like an avalanche, and what do? You get buried, you know.
You get buried, yeah.
But Faith is exactly what I was talking about, and I think the Fate pick is actually good here, because how do I not get hit by this cannon? I just don't engage and play, like, further away than they can touch me.
Okay, the weapon toss up on the axe to give some space away. Okay, we get through. This is a big opportunity for Urahara. Didn't capitalize on it. Sphinx in a great spot, looking for that down air lineup. On Demon Island, it becomes very scary because it's such a small wall. The down air covers a lot.
Yeah, and I think that this ball, or I'm sorry, orb, is just getting so much mileage.
Orb players only want one thing, and it's side light into side air, and I think Urahara knows that as well as I do. Doesn't take a genius to know that that is what's online, and right now, Scythe is so much harder to find this KO, I think. Urahara had a read there, didn't go for the side air in time. The side light comes in from Sphinx, who looks to find an edge guard sequence. Gets, that's sent at a tremendously bad angle. Urahara lives, though, is able to ride the momentum back to the other side of the stage.
Yes.
But the dash jump, turn around into the dare on the wall is able to close that one out as we get into a Game 5 match here. Wow.
Now, if there was an avalanche coming for you, would you want somebody to let you know?
Probably.
But the thing is about avalanches is that they're sometimes caused by sound. So for somebody to yell out avalanche to warn you that there's an avalanche coming, they might
could make it worse.
They might make a second avalanche. And I think that that's what Urahara is looking to do in this next game.
Yeah. It's really interesting because, funny enough, we have Sphinx in the winter theme podium. There's many layers to this, but nonetheless, I mean, snowballing and the momentum bringing into this game is a very important mentality in the FGC and platform fighters and Brawlhalla. You know, you have to ride the momentum you just got. You clutched a game out when it was looking really rough, and hopefully you can bring that momentum into this next game.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the Zol or the Teros. I love Zol. I mean, that's my main. That's my favorite character. But I really. Okay, we're gonna see the Scarlet instead.
And now everyone goes boo. No.
No.
But Scarlet on Urahara is actually very interesting. Urahara finds a lot of really cool SIGs, SIG connections, hammer and rocket lance. I feel like Scarlet's kind of like the same vibe of like Ogrim, for example, just in like the weapons. I always think of like hammer and axe being kind of similar, but nonetheless, maybe this is what's called for. It's a complete switch up. We went from cannon axe to hammer rocket lance, which there's some similarities between the two. I don't need to break that down for everybody. I'm sure we can see it. And Sphinx coming in with the Fate again. The Orb found a lot of success. It makes a lot of sense to me to get back into this Demon Island Game 5 match between the two, Urahara, Sphinx, to move on to fight Himwy for 4th place. We'll see what happens.
Are you character locked on win?
No.
In Star Duty? Okay.
No, it's winner selects first. After.
Oh, okay.
It's it's character then stage, and winner selects character first.
Gotcha. And then you as Urahara could see that they relocked the Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, nice double nair there from Urahara to immediately start off in a big way. The double nair, just finding that KO that early with such a big lead. This is kind of dubious. You know, you like condition someone to be scared of certain things. Playing 4 games against Zol is very, very mentally taxing. And then switching over to Scarlet, just a complete 180, it feels like. And it's definitely catching Sphinx in that switch up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, I was talking about this earlier, like, making the adjustment on the fly as a commentator is very difficult to when games change their pace like this, and it's just a percentage point. It's such a small portion of the difficulty of being a top player and adjusting to a new character or a new playstyle or a new matchup. And I think that, like, I salute them. I have no idea how they do it. I could never. If I fight a really slow player in my ranked games, I have to take 15 minutes to like decompress and like detox, honestly, because if I'm like in that slow player mentality and then I get up Mordex running at me, I'm just doomed. And I think that, interestingly, I think that the ball, or how many times am I gonna do that? It looks like a ball. It's not a ball. It's an orb. I'm just simple like square hole like level of thinking right now. It is 4 a.m. almost for me. The orb, I think, is a really direct sort of answer to the cannon. So I think getting away from this, like, I think that these are 2 weapons, maybe one weapon, importantly the hammer, is able to sort of scrap on that same level that orb is, where I think an axe and cannon and lance for the most part, I think can really just get boxed out by orb really efficiently.
Yeah.
Because wow, we're in a last stock situation. This game has cruised.
Yeah, we saw the early stock from Urahara, and we saw a similar attempt to kind of find an early stock there with the double nair setup. Urahara really contending on the grounded space versus a very dash jumpy Sphinx who's looking for that down air. We know what you want. You want the down air. You want to get a nice little combo going. But right now, Urahara isn't giving it with these dodges and a big insig. You get disarmed. This is a big opportunity to lance. Burns!
There's no
your
way.
Dodge and the gravity cancel downlight into the cider. Not enough to KO.
The read!
You're in a great spot.
That's it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes sometimes.
Wow. A clean last stock situation. It was really, really close. We went through like 15 metaphors about snow and the time it took for that set to conclude, but nonetheless, Urahara is your champion of that match, not the champion of the tournament. We got a lot more tournament to go, but nonetheless,
so much more
it felt like a very, very grueling match for the both. I think it slowed down a lot, and it became very, very difficult for both of the players to look confident. But Urahara, I mean, kicking it into the next gear on the hammer, similar to what happened in Stock 1, and is able to snowball that into a win.
Yeah, shout out to Sphinx, played really well. And I have to say that obligatorily because I rooted for Urahara so much. I am a big Urahara fan. There's no question about that. That's not my friend. I don't know that person. I just watched them play Brawlhalla and think that they're a really cool Brawlhalla player. Sphinx is sick. So
yeah, it was a great run from Sphinx. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
17th at the last tournament they placed in, which was Southeast Showdown Mark IV, 9th at Scotty. Last time they placed within top 8 was at 3rd at Trial of Ymir. So, another top 8 placement for Sphinx, who continues to bring that consistency, getting a respectable 5th place, losing to Urahara. In a quick bracket update here, we have winners finals locked in between Sire and Keith, and then we have Urahara and Himwy playing in loser semifinals, or elimination side semifinals, as I should say. And a really great block, I think. Hey, I think we had a really dad sitter. It was a great time. Nonetheless, before we head out, is there anything you want to say to the people?
I want to indicate Sire really like the storyline of the tournament. I mean, I think that upsetting Himwy is crazy. I don't know their head-to-head. I don't know if Sire has many wins, but what I do know is that it looked really good for Sire. It was just convincing. And so going into the winners finals, I'd be really excited to see if Sire can, after taking a game from the top seed, taking a game from the second seed. If that's possible and just an easy grands, that would be an amazing run. Other than that, I just want to say thanks to Brawlhalla, thanks to NSIG Productions, thanks to the production team, thanks to PJ, and that's it. I'm out. I'm out of thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all so much. Once again, the event was brought to you and funded by Brawlhalla. Shout out to them, of course, for making these community brackets to happen. This is not the last tournament of the weekend. There are a lot of great tournaments. We have singles happening. I think we might have even a twos tournament going on this weekend. So make sure to follow along. It will be all over Twitch, as well as getting your Twitch drops in. Twitch drops are category wide right now. So if you're looking for some cool colors, maybe a cool title, it's a great time to watch Brawlhalla. Shout out to everybody that has entered the bracket. Shout out to NSIG. As always, and Sandwick on the production, keeping this tournament happen. It takes a lot more people than just me and Dad Sitter to put on a show. And so thank you as always. That's going to do it for us on our block. Thank you all so much for watching. We are not done with Southeast Asia Showdown Mark 6. We got the rest of top 4 moving forward. We got your favorites. We got a lot of great matches coming up. So stay tuned. We're going to head out, but stay tuned because we got more Brawlhalla coming your way.
Welcome back from the break. What's going on? See Showdown Mark 6, I believe. I'm Vilgex Cash Money, Young Burger Patty, Ain't Nobody Want Beef. I'm here with A Surge. How's it going, boys?
It's going pretty great, boys. I'm pretty looking forward to it. I can't lie. This is my first SEA Showdown in quite a while, and
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a real long time.
we got a classic. I mean, what better, right? You got Sire, you got Keith. It's been a minute. I got to get refreshed on what the bread and butter, what we're used to seeing. It's one of my favorite matchups to see in top 4. We always get it at least once, so this is gonna be a good one.
No matter
I love
how
watching
much
these two.
time, no matter how much time you take away, you'll always see Keith Sire, Keith Himwy, Sire Himwy. You'll see one of the triangles.
Yes.
That's death and taxes. You know, you got the
Yep.
two.
A
the two
meteor has struck
guarantees.
the earth, and all that's left is death and taxes, and one of those 3 playing each other on an old computer.
Inflation's up there too, low key. Going into it, we got Keith still on the Petra. He's been rocking the Petra, going real well, and Sire on the Xavier Woods on the Bodvar. He ripped it earlier. He was going crazy.
Oh yeah,
Let's
this will
see
be
it for
fun.
game 1.
Yeah, I love to see the hammer. I know you love to see the hammer, but Petra also super fast, super aggressive. One of my
Petra
favorite characters to watch, so it's gonna be awesome.
One of the best default skins in the game, I think. Me
Oh, yeah.
personally. Great color scheme, great everything. See it off. Sire starting off with a Keith with a GC, hitting nothing.
Looking for a wake up, but didn't catch one, and you love to see how the adaptations start out from the start of the game. So hopefully looking to mount off of that one, but so
That's
far
a
it looks
optimal
like the
free piece.
sword kind of controlling space, picks up a hammer, and just trying to hold center stage as best as possible. But finally Keith gets the weapon back.
Last who on stage for free, Sire. Hits him off. Okay, the wreck to punch.
Oh yeah, another stomp there. Get him.
Can't take
One
too many of
more?
those.
Yeah, 4 defense Petra, and that will do it.
Cleaned
Just
up.
Sire rips from center stage, and you are done. Not a massive lead for Sire, but still.
That's a pretty
sizable.
sensible stock. Nothing crazy happened. It's, like,
We
very
know Petra
close.
can
Keith
take this.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we expect a surge from Big Keith. That's a Seer off the side. We're gonna see a weapon throw. We're gonna see here. Weapon throw comes out.
Ooh, what?
Oh, he went for the frame,
What?
like the pixel perfect ground pound. He's got snagged out of the air. You don't really want to be doing that. You don't want to be fumbling the edge guards, stock down.
Yeah, no, that was looking clean. Still not too much damage onto Keith, but you want to clean this now. That'll do it. Any option there. Daylight Sarah, Daylight Recovery, Daylight Ground Pound, anything would have sent it down, so. Back to even stocks, and not a crazy lead for Sire, but with the sword, I mean, a neutral favored weapon for sure is that now you can kind of just play neutral, and if you trade hits, that's good for you. Although the high damage on Petra, that might be a little scary.
Oh, you can get your stock ripped away from you, like, out of nowhere. Maybe less on the orb, unless you get a little cheeky dare gimp. That's always a possibility. Petra, obviously, with them very powerful signatures. Let's see if Sire can keep Keith on the edge. No. Ooh. Yes, he does. Take it back. Keith asserting dominance, getting his place back on the stage. No 2-piece.
Oh, look out.
Good.
You're already in red. That high Petra damage, the orb, another Sidelight Sarah. Oh, Stomp Sarah. All of a sudden, everybody's hurt.
Very nice dodges coming out from Sire here. Ooh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Drifts
Yeah,
off.
honestly, kind of
Sarah.
deserved that. Bit of an unconventional edge guard coming out from Keith, I guess you could call it.
Big weapon control from Sire, too. This is not a great look for Keith, but as we know, again, Petra and Keith in particular, just very adept at finding these stocks. Although, ooh, that could have been scary. Dare just barely off the mark. And Keith finds it
Not
with the
fixed well,
Sarah.
though.
We are back to even stocks once again. Not a huge gap between these players at all in this first game.
Yeah.
You love to see it. Ooh, catches the dodge. That's a big one.
Ooh, goes for the extension with the GC. Not picking up anything. Allowed back onto stage though. Doesn't eat anything for it. Ooh! Oh, I got scared. I got flashbacks to earlier. Sire on the side of the hammer is an absolute freak.
Oh, yeah. Oh, huge call out. Does not get it. That would have been crazy. And all of a sudden, Keith, these hits starting to rack up. And now, Petra, sidelights hair. It does not take much, but Sire holding that sword. Center stage.
A few little juggles coming on. Ooh, the Derek.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That was
wow.
Fast.
That might have been really optimal. I don't think Derek KOs there, to be honest. I think that was needed. That was very nice.
Yeah.
A very sensible game one. Keith taking that. Nothing crazy will happen. That was a bunch of just a bunch of neutral. Nothing. Not too many crazy strings or anything. No gimps. Very normal. Very normal gameplays coming up.
Not what you're used to seeing out of the region in a lot of
Yeah,
these
SEA
matches,
is
so
wild.
yeah.
It's wild.
I'm sure it will devolve as time goes on, but still.
Yeah,
was
you're
a fun
about to see
game.
Demon come out right now, and someone's gonna get gimped at 40. That's what. I know they're selecting maps right now. They're thinking real hard. They're gonna go to Demon. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What did I say? Yep.
Yeah, read him like a book.
we go.
Nothing gets past this guy.
I know these guys. I know these guys.
You think there's a mutual
Insane
handshake
gameplay.
between the players that's like, hey, that was way too normal of a match. We need to go somewhere
Oh,
where things
yeah,
get wacky.
Yeah, I need to get KO'd at 40 for no good reason.
Yeah.
So I'm picking the map where Orb Dare covers about all of the side. Not bad. We didn't see too much Golem gameplay, I don't believe.
No character swap either. This is an interesting one. I'm used to seeing the one after every game, basically.
Yeah.
Ooh. Still though, Keith has a ton of damage, but is still holding stage control, and with just a couple hits, could even this back up. Oh, Sire, huge commitment. Reading some kind of big jump over. Doesn't get it. Still
Didn't get punished for it
strong.
either, though. Bit of a weapon swap going on. Can BMG bless Keith with a nice weapon spawn? Ooh, very nice.
Whoa, that's not what you want to see. Lose the weapon and get sent off stage.
Ooh, GCD light. Completely missing there. That's way too high. Resetting to neutral. Both players very careful. Keith doesn't want to give away the little stock lead again.
wrong way.
To Sire. Ooh, the two-piece does off the side.
Sire building this lead up. This is not great for Keith. As opposed to last game where Keith would kind of just close the gap quickly. It's all Sire City right now.
Yeah, Sire's damage, but he's not like kill percent type damage. He still needs to be tagged a bit more. Like one more Sare. He has a favorable position. Yep, one more there. Okay, he's got it. Luckily, Petra with that high strength gets the job done. Nice and clear.
Oh, reads the dodge down. That's big damage.
Beautiful
One of the big
GC.
things on Orb, I think, is like at the early part of the stock, so you can get them into the percent where Sidelight Sarah starts just pushing them off. You take center stage. So
Yeah.
those 4 and 5 hits. That's a big deal.
An advantage state on this map is very nice. All the GC sidelights there picking up. And there for the juggle. Not enough patience on the Rex, so I dodging straight through it. That was ignorant.
Let them know.
So I confirmed this. Playing it very safe, very patient on the side. Maybe too patient. He just walks back for free. Another GC sidelight there coming out. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. I'm surprised he even got by the first side end stage, to be honest. Well, it was the skin of his teeth. Keith, I don't think he's missed like a true or non-jumpable conversion on Orb. Clearly
Yeah.
knows his stuff.
Oh
Clearly.
yeah.
Very studied.
Has done a good job getting from white to kind of light yellowish with those 3 and 4 hits on Orb. Again, just ooh, but gets caught on the chase stars this time. I thought he was getting away with that a lot, so Sire finally starting to call him out on the aggression.
Yep.
One of
Off
Petra's
stage,
specialties
yeah.
on that high speed. Ooh, that could have been big. Doesn't find the
But
stomp.
he didn't opt for a dare to keep him off stage either. Get sent off stage, it'll be an advantage state. Wild down sig, bit of a broomy there.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
big ground pound. to
That's the
weapon
same
throw.
way he got KO'd
Big.
last stock.
Player 2 wins.
So it takes it clean. 1-1, tied up.
Yeah. That was the same.
Very.
Just like a sword dare into a weapon throw took the first and the last stock. Sire just had the bread and butter, knew the strategy, and locked him down.
I don't think I don't think I've seen these two have such even games. Normally the set count can be pretty even, but they are going like band for band right now. Like tit for tat.
You love to see it.
Very even.
On the defense stance, Petro, which I think is pretty important against this hammer, because
yeah,
every inch counts.
4D, you're gonna get your life stripped from you.
Oh yeah,
like immediately. I guess especially against a freak like side. This man, oh my, you don't want him on the side.
Ooh, big chase down. It's kind of unfortunate that a lot of those high, a big read, and it gets you a side light, because it's hard to chase on stage like that. So, I mean, you can stage control. I'm not going to discount that, but still, oh, that's a bigger one. Again, tries
nice.
for that reverse
for the reverse weapon throw. Yeah. Oh, he was lethal with them earlier. Oh, okay.
Everyone take a turn.
That was a classic C showdown ground pound. That was beautiful. The complete whiff. That's all grounded now. Keith patient when he's trying to get back to the weapon.
Sire in his head with hammer this first stock.
Oh, I didn't even realize he had no options. Caught him midair, looked like.
Yep. Beautiful hammer gameplay so far. This is probably the biggest lead we've seen at the start of a game in the orange. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, the callouts out of these
huge. Oh, that's
side
big.
lights are beautiful. Earlier reading the spot dodges and now goes to see if he's going to try and wake up. Gets one every time. Sire playing dominant on this hammer right now. Opts to stick to it.
Patience coming up. Yeah, he's not throwing out anything like super strange. He's keeping the lead. He's playing it safe.
Yep.
Playing it smart like he should be. Ooh, no from there follow up. That would have been lethal.
Wow.
That's gonna be lethal off the side.
Get him
with a little hammer.
Get him.
Oh, that was actually enough. Ooh, a big deficit for Keith to overcome here.
You think we see a character swap after this game?
Yes. As to what, I'm not really sure. Keith, is a very strange guy. We could see a Jaehyun. We could see like a Hattori, a Seven. I don't know. Making the read on what he's gonna swap to is very tough. I would pick Jaehyun though.
Not done yet. Doesn't offer the ground pound.
No. Come on, don't let him 3-stock you, bro.
Goes for a D-light. That was crazy.
Oh.
Finally.
If I'm Keith, I keep the gauntlets and I try and fraud him out of his stocks. Try and keep him off the side. Some says.
This is Demon Island.
Oh, just barely doesn't pick it up.
Oh, okay. Sire's going for it.
He did hit a double stomp earlier in the tournament.
Oh my.
Oh my god, that was all his options to hit that too. That's like the more typical like one-sided random games that Sire and Keith and all these all have. I'm tired of these even games. I want to see stompages from one side like that. That was crazy. Very controlled. Oh, the Asuri. Yeah, I forgot he has this. I think last tournament, I believe it's Himwy that was playing the Asuri, and Keith just picked it out of spite. just out of like, yeah, I can play this.
Yep.
And he didn't. I don't think he won with it, but it was close. I think it was close. But the Asuri, I forgot he's in his locker.
I enjoy seeing Keith on characters with side signatures that move them really far, because Keith somehow finds the best way to
get away with it. Yeah, he gets away with it all the time. Gotta see him on Mako. Ooh, hey Keith, you can hear me. Make that happen.
That character was made for Keith.
Yeah, but I don't think I see him play it. Oh, that was a beautiful stomp. That was optimal.
Oh my god. Right back where we left off. Sire just throwing it down with the hammer right now.
Ooh, and he's got the sword for that safe neutral. Not necessarily the same kill power, but at this health range, it shouldn't matter a whole ton. As long as you're able to get those D-lights. But Keith, picking up the damage, he's not out of it. This is big Keith. Ooh, nice end, like catching him on the dash in. He's not seeing the high mobility of Katars coming in here.
Oh, dodges through the Sair. This is kind of a scary position to be in if you're Sire, to be honest. You really don't want to take a lot of damage here. You want to clean this up now, and if you don't... Oh, finally, okay.
Yeah, you also don't want to lose that stock before Keith does for mental reasons.
Yes.
Like if you're destroying all stock long and then you just get your life taken away and ripped, it's not good for the mental. You want to keep that. Mental's important.
Oh, drops Daylight Sarah. That could have
Ooh.
been a sizable edge guard. Finds the Sarah. I think that should be it. Yeah. It's really tough to come back there. So just so many options that are so quick. So
That's a very sad drop from Sai off the side there. After the nice D-Light conversion off the Sir. Keith, obviously, ties into unarmed, a very tough matchup. Sai gets away with it, gets his hammer back.
Sire moving around these guitars right now. But hello,
yeah.
Keith goes for it all.
Hey, sometimes you're not ready for like the free roam type movement of the guitars player. They get away with a lot, allegedly.
Oh yeah, I knew it was
Oh,
coming.
big grab out.
Oh yeah, you had to see, you had to know it was coming.
Yeah.
Keith, it's
I mean,
time
even
to
if
throw
Sai
it.
was 2 meters in the air, he would have still went for that ground pound
The
regardless.
phone call came in
But
from the commissioner of C Showdown. Said, "Hey, we haven't seen like an offstage ground pound in a minute."
Yeah, it's
Whip
been
it
like
out.
it's been like a minute 30. Give me
Ring
a
ring.
really cool one. Ooh, good nair punish. Come off the
Oh my-
side.
The dodges of these
Something
players are
awful.
beautiful.
Yeah. Sai missing it. Out of flow state, it looks like Sai's been
Oh,
knocked
yeah.
out of his rhythm a little bit. Ooh, the Sarah off the side.
Goes for it again.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah.
That was ambitious. That was an ambitious GCD light.
that was some balance that you had sitting there for a while. You deserved that from like a minute ago.
Sai are very obviously not out of this. We've seen what he can do in about 40 seconds.
Rough position to be in
Well,
for guitars. If you don't swap the sword here. Oh, but finds it. Catches the dot. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
K1 off the top. Oh, that's gonna do it.
Doesn't
Yep,
matter.
slap
Yeah,
off the side.
Keith with the chase. That was beautiful.
Evens it up to that nice 2-2.
Yeah. Now that's what you love to see. I was thinking about this earlier, right? Because a lot of the oh yeah, Ahsoka, Xavier Woods, we're sticking to it. But a lot of these the earlier C Showdowns I'm used to is like game 1 is a stomp for 1, and then game 2 is you flip to the other side, and then eventually we get to game 5 and it's like super close. And those are the best ones. And that's what we just saw. Game 3, it was Sire just throwing it down, and game 4, Keith, same thing. So now we go to game 5, and I'm ready for a close game. I think Sire's gonna make some big adjustments onto this guitars.
Just notice, Keith running no stance on the Asuri.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the strength stance takes away from. I would just assume dexterity because that's what it feels like on most legends. But I don't know. Strange. 4 strength is not a lot.
Keith apparently doesn't need it. Big
Yeah.
chase.
I mean, if you land a signature, that strength that doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Oh. Keith put the fear of God into Sire off stage there. That spot dodge was pure fear.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you eat one dare there, it's over. It's absolutely
over,
over.
Oh my god. I knew Keith.
Oh, the GC. Oh, we got the CSR? Nah, it goes back to stage instead.
We haven't seen a
Doesn't
huge
matter.
Sigrid so far, and Keith finally whips it out. Oh, that's a big Sare.
I feel like Sai juked himself out trying to catch a landing there. That was very bizarre. Kind of a throw.
Still though. Oh. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. You're way too early on the stock for that to be scary.
The wake up wreck is pretty hilarious though, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do to beat it as the Endlight recovery. And Keith, sizable advantage. This is... you got to put in some work, although, well, no, with the sword you definitely have to. With hammer, maybe you could get a couple hits, but...
Hey, you can get some nice fraudulent gives on sword. It's got a big semicircle down there. It's got it.
I don't know.
Has to get him off stage first though.
Keith loves these nairs. They are beautiful.
Oh yeah, every Qatar play. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was nearly what he needed, man. He should have committed. Well, I'm sure he just threw that weapon throw out of panic, to be honest. I'm sure he didn't even mean anything from it. Okay, was the double necessary? It might have been, actually. It might have been.
If it works, I don't know. It was
I don't know,
necessary.
I'm not going to question the goat. I'm just a commentator. What do I know?
Vilgax's coaching school is closed.
Has been for about 2 years. That's it. Nice joggles coming off. Good read from Keith. And now sending him exactly where you want him to.
Oh, wow. Sire just so hurt. Gets center stage. Just The huge commitment on these. Oh, yeah. Caught the
Oh,
recovery.
perfect stare off the edge.
Did not touch the
Oh
wall.
my god. And that was sending me just from bouncing him off the floor. You don't want to be on this position. Gets the sword back, nice.
Let's go. Keith's scary. Sire.
I mean, if you're Keith, you can be as patient as you want here. I mean,
Yeah.
There comes back. Oh, Sire, you can't be fumbling those. You can't let him get back to stage for free. If he gets these guitars, he gets another like little 10-piece nugget combo.
Finds it.
He
Okay.
doesn't let him. Nice.
That could have been scary, but Sire closed it down, and I don't know. I think Sire might have figured something out. I believe.
I mean, Keith's on the sword. You would definitely prefer the sword over the guitars right now if you're Sire. He's been ripping him up on the guitars.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
the side
dodge
switch.
was rough for Sire.
Shot him wicked down.
Finds a delay, but yeah, this is a tough position to be in. I don't think he can make it back, and yeah, Keith
just
locks
there
it
to clean
down.
up. Howls at the moon, signifying his little 3-2 over his dear rival and friend, Sire. Keith moving up to grand finals. Nothing strange. It's Keith.
Yeah,
Pretty normal.
those first two games were even, and then
They were
Sire
so
just
close.
dominated, and then Keith decided it was time to win. That was
As far as I'm concerned, those first two games could have just like not happened. Like that's how like even they were. They just didn't matter. But yeah. So what match do we have up next? Are we moving on to Urahara Himwy? Is that what's happening here?
I believe so, yeah. So Urahara, who was on I believe Taros, which I mean oh no, yeah, it was
worst.
Scarlet. I think there was some Taros in there, but it was Scarlet at the end, and you love to see it. I mean, the hammer. Come on, it's also kind of an electric player on a heavy weapon is just one of my favorite things to see. In
Oh yeah,
any
this guy's
tournament.
gnarly. He does some crazy stuff for sure.
Himwy, absolutely no stranger to top fours.
Yep.
Definitely
Wins a lot, as it so happens. Wins quite a lot.
wins quite a bit. Yeah, PR1 Southeast Asia. So,
Scotty's champion 24. See the title.
yep.
Oh, spring finalist is into the chat though. Look out! Hold on. Himwy sitting on the Asuri currently. Urahara making a declaration that me is better than C. He's putting his foot down right now. He's warming himself up.
Oh, I'm excited.
Ooh, Sidra coming out.
The cannon was nasty. I think it was Zol that we were watching earlier. The Amethyst.
Ooh.
Oh god.
I love me a bit of Zol. I love
Oh,
me
yeah.
some Zol.
I'd love to see some Sidra. I just love. It never gets old. I can see for 500,000th time. It's just some beautiful cannon cheese. It's my favorite thing to see in a pro match. Because I get hit by it and I'm like, oh come on, like that can't actually be good. And then a pro gets hit by it and I'm like, okay, like, that was kind of sick.
Yeah,
right?
I love the reverse slide charge and sig on cannon. Like
Yes.
just giving up stage presence like completely, but just like being unpunishable for no reason. It's actually honestly childish. I gotta say it.
It's beautiful. Is what it is.
And I was right. Strength stance does take away from dex on a Suri.
So
I'm
we're
not sure what 7 dex gets you. I don't know what Keith was on earlier, but who cares? He won. That was the past. Now we're in the present. We got Himwy versus Urahara on the world's end. The wake up and light. Ooh, big sad punch.
Oh yeah.
Not a huge fan of this matchup.
No.
Big dislike of this
Himwy
matchup.
doing a great job so far of just staying right in those zones where Cannon does not want you to be. Ooh,
Yeah,
finds a
he-
wake up.
this
Ooh, there's
is-
a dodge. That's a big
Ooh,
one.
ooh, ooh. Oh, he doesn't opt for. I don't think he could have actually.
I don't think you can
opted
find the
to go
KO
for it.
there, but that is big damage and a huge stage
Oh,
control.
the weapon throw interrupt. Okay.
Ah, we're getting
Yep,
started off
yep,
right.
yep,
The first stock hasn't even been taken.
The C Showdown Ground Pound, brought to you by BMG. Okay, lets him back on stage for free. What a patience.
Oh wow, that was the
Oh,
Cinder
the
special.
D-Sig. That sig was made for that exact moment.
Oh yeah.
I bet if you watch the Sidra trailer, it's that exact moment. I'd bet $1 million on it.
We actually invented time travel and used it to put that moment in a trailer.
Oh, wow. The budget's crazy. Big GC picks it up. Very even. Very even. I'm assuming he's gonna stick to the guitars here. Yes.
It's very entertaining watching high-level canon because I always think that it is not sustainable to be doing the things that they are doing to take these stocks, and then it just is. It happens every stock.
Well, you saw me play Isaiah in the ranked queue just earlier, so like, you should know that it's very sustainable.
Two very different beasts here. Ooh, get the exclamation
Sitting on the
marks.
corner.
It's not where you want to be.
He was doing exactly what I said, by the way.
God.
Oh my. Come on. Look, I get it. It's kind of fraudulent the hitbox stays up for that long. It's also 2024. Can we have some patience on it?
Cannons explode, guys. Come on. Oh,
Cannonballs.
Huge read.
Cannonballs explode. I was gonna say Himwy had some nice patience, but
another one.
Whiff the follow-up.
He's just on him.
Oh!
He's just on him.
I didn't realize that was quite the dominant two-stock.
He's in his soul. Oh my god. That was nasty. You love to see it.
You don't take that, Himwy. You don't take that.
I love to see it.
Brothers making a Suri look balanced, not bad. Let's pick that up. That was a lot of cannon value. That was scrumptious. He was hitting everything.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a genie lamp.
Yeah, and this is the part where I think in my head that it's not sustainable and he can't do this through a 5-game set, but he just will, and I know it's coming.
Yeah, why not? This is sea. Everything happens here. This is the land of the free.
Land of the sea.
Land of the sea.
Okay, yeah, Himwy, I don't think he would like that. Himwy's getting started.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, these stairs are menacing.
Oh, brilliant dare coming off. Did he get anything over from it? No, not opting to challenge him off stage on the wall. Oh, big NC coming out. Dastardly. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah. Whoa! Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Surely
Himwy,
won't
no
do it
way you're
another
falling
time.
for this. Come on, pull your head in. Simple dare. We
Touches the wall.
Sad, nice.
This is a living situation. Never mind.
Ooh, okay. I was concerned because I thought he was gonna dare him, but you picked up the red kid. That's fine. I thought he was gonna fumble another wall grab.
Oh,
cheesy sidelight.
Himwy's getting aggressive now. I think that was the struggle last game, was just getting outspaced by the cannon, and now, although, to be fair, Urahara. Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, he's pulled out the Sidra 101 rulebook and just like read the entire thing.
It was like a bucket list of all of the cheesy things you can do, and we've checked like all three.
Reverse slide charge and sig, check. GC D-sig on cannon, check. It's in the whole list.
Can't forget the anchor. People be forgetting the anchor. Not me.
I'm not sure if
Oh,
it's
what a
this is still the
perfect
case.
dodge.
Ooh.
That was a scary weapon throw. Himwy able to maneuver through it.
Yeah, you don't want to get your stock rubbed at like 10.
Oh wow, what a GCN light. That was crazy.
Running out of options, Himwy. Does nothing with it though.
Beautiful movement. Urahara is flying.
Ooh, sorry, that's the second version.
Oh yeah, another aggressive move from the corner. Was doing that earlier. Himwy probably gonna adjust.
You see that because like they just offer so much space on the side. Not really threatening too much. So you can just get back for free. I think we see it a lot.
Yeah.
Good wreck. Picks it up. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but as long as you didn't have momentum going into a sword D-light, GC D-sig was non-jumpable on Sidra. Not sure if that's still real, but that was very silly. Very threatening.
That I'm trying to picture that in my brain. It's not working.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine that.
Huge distance between the two of them. Both players just standing right on the corners.
But again,
Unlucky.
still aerial by the time the dare landed. Could have done more out of it.
Oh, I'm surprised that.
Oh, a brilliant dodge from Himwy.
Like wow, aggressive from the corner still, but really high ceiling on this map. It's very hard to find that KO.
I was actually surprised I didn't pick up the care.
Oh, went for it. You saw it come
Oh.
out. The tentacles are on the ground.
Luckily, Enlight comes out frame 1 very fast. We can see a D-Sig on the side. Oh!
Oh, and it didn't KO because it bounced him off the wall.
Oh, the Seth slaps him down.
That's
The weapon throw breaks
way to
recovery.
lose. Oh, man.
Ugh, returning the 2-stock. Returning it back in his court.
Do we see the character swap?
Can we see? We might. Whoa,
Oh
whoa.
my god.
Where's the logic behind this? The Artemis is coming out. Looks good, that color scheme. I gotta say, looks nice.
Oh my god.
What color is that? Is that Home Team? I don't think I
That
haven't
is
seen that skin
beautiful.
of Home
I
Team
like the
before.
spiral on the head. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous.
Chain looks good too. Looks nice.
Oh, Western Air Temple.
Bit of competition talk in chat. Little friendly jabs. You say Western Air Temple?
Yes. I haven't seen this map in a minute.
No, I think someone played on it earlier, but that might be it. I haven't seen this map in a while. The Artemis pick coming out from Urahara. Don't really know what the connection is.
Oh wow.
I don't even.
Himwy moving lightning fast. I'm not sure this Artemis was the pick. I mean, there's still.
Hey, okay, well, he hasn't even really had a weapon out yet, so let's calm down. Okay, picks up the lance though. I was ready to say you got taken off the lance.
Oh yeah.
Okay. He's
That
just
was-
mashing aerials.
That was wild. Himwy just starting strong, so strong on this third
Do
game.
we have a broken Urahara mental? Is that what we're seeing here?
Oh.
Don't want to see that.
Oh, Himwy just stares him down. I love to see that. Good side-lighted look. I'm observing the opponent. Again, Himwy refuses to dodge out of these scythe moves. Urahara looking for some kind of answer to it.
Urahara needs to, I don't know what he needs. He needs to get activated, that's all I know. He's a real sleeper.
Oh, dashes probably didn't mean to do that. And now again, way more hurt on the second stock. Oh, what?
Oh!
What? That was
Wow.
crazy.
That was a fumble. That's good for mental. That's good for Urahara mental. That's good.
That was still a crazy answer from Urahara.
It was.
That recovery was not easy. Or that ground pound.
Can't believe he hit it. But he hits the double ground pound. He calls him bad in his head. He gets activated a little bit.
Oh,
Gets
yeah.
his mental back.
He was staring him down. Oh, look out.
Okay, why? Himwy, you need to respect him not having any options.
Himwy's letting this lead slip away. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
You
Commentator's curse. Nothing new. Nothing new.
A little over aggressive there.
No nair juggle. Gets him off the side. He's not threatening anything on the corner. I get maybe with Lance in particular, you don't want to challenge like that giant Sair hitbox, but I don't know. Maybe some altitude changes. I don't know, something. Cook up a little bit. Ooh, Death off the side beautifully. Yeah, he comes back to stage for free.
Wake
Bro,
up.
side second
Side-
response is crazy. There's no respect coming out from Urahara, just launches it at him.
Oh my god. Doesn't
No,
find the
okay.
KO, but that is mental
Okay.
damage.
Can we get predictions in chat if he's gonna KO him with a side sig? Put all your bits on it.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Side sig's coming out from both players. Alright,
Doesn't
signature's
find the
coming out from both
punish.
players.
Still hunting for it.
He's gonna go for another one. He's gonna go for another one.
Yep.
He's gonna like backdash.
Bingo.
Okay, yep. Yep. Shocking absolutely no one. Evening the stocks though, this is good. Very good for mental. Very good for mental.
Oh, yeah. Huge wake up. That was a big deal. Could have been KO'd off of that.
Okay, nice patience coming out, not overing to...
Urahara standing in
Overextend.
just the perfect position to make guitars struggle a lot more. Finds the side sig. Starting to build up this damage. Ooh, no dodge.
Oh, that... If he has some patience, bro, I don't know why he ned. He could have a
Himwy's starting to
version of
float,
that.
and Urahara's calling him out, but was that No, makes it back. No contest from
I
him.
feel like he could have gone for a dare or something. Okay, he picks it up the the recovery. Sorry. What was that 2-1? 2-1 up?
Yeah, 2-1 for Himwy, and 200 more damage despite that being even, basically right down to the end. So Himwy is working for these stocks, and Urahara is hitting them.
He's hitting him. I'm trying to think of what swap we're about to see, because I don't really think he cared about
Ace
either the
off.
weapons. I feel like he was all about the SIGs. I feel like, so if we do some
It's Ace
calculations,
off. I'm in his head.
Azoth, yeah, Azoth might be a shot. That might be it.
High attack.
Maybe like a
Sigs.
Caspian.
Hit
Maybe we'll
him
see
with
like a Caspian. That'd be kind of silly. Maybe a Nye. Cassidy.
Wow.
I'm seeing the
Okay.
Cassidy coming out. The sandy cheeks.
You love to see it. I love seeing
do.
SpongeBob characters. I just like seeing them. You know,
Yeah, why not? SpongeBob's it's a classic.
I like the little acorn on the chest. It's flower on the head.
Who's your favorite SpongeBob character?
Mr. Krabs. That guy gets it.
Okay. Valid.
Yeah. Married to the grind.
Married to the hustle. Let's see if Aurora can hustle back this lead. This set lead.
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
him of all his dollars. Cassidy also obviously renowned for her signatures, but also kind of waxed out to get the high dex but low speed, low D. And
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you really want that.
I am excited to see if Urahara has the those true combos cooked up.
Yeah, like the stomp Ensig.
It's really complicated.
Okay. He's gonna do another one. Yep, just as I suspected. Now from Urahara, as soon as he lands a side light, we're gonna see like a backdash and then like a side sig, or maybe just a raw side sig off the side light. That's what I expect to see from this one. An end sig, okay.
We're just
Another one.
grabbing them.
Yep. Ow. What a move. Side sig comes out. Okay, he's trying to wake up with end sigs. Beautiful stuff.
Himwy having absolutely none of that. Finds a D-Light Stair, but not done yet. Urahara managed to touch and a
Whoa. If Urahara came back and sliding
What?
D-lighted, wow, that nearly picked it up.
Endlight Insect almost did it. And now drops the recovery, but picks up the second one. It's actually a true combo. That was very optimal. Well played, Himwy.
That was very quick. Yeah.
I wonder if
Very good
Urahara
mental.
just wasn't ready to get dropped out of that combo. That's why that happened.
To be fair, like who? I mean, I say who would be, but sword. I saw a sword Sayer drop the other day, and I thought that was pretty impressive.
I like the stare down. Little Wild West action.
Yeah. Sandy is
Still, I
Cowgirl.
mean,
Cowgirl.
Himwy's starting to. It was the guitars at the start of the set, but now it's the sword. Just winning neutral every time. Getting a side light, backing up.
Patience coming out from Urahara until he GCs the air.
Oh no,
That's a set.
not
Bounce off
even
the
gonna do it.
ceiling. Ooh, that speed set makes it
Again.
bad.
Have a look. Yep.
What Sig? What? Oh, I was gonna ask what Sig was about to come out, but also a dash up there.
that
instead.
was momentum shifting. Yep. This hammer, I'm ready for the hammer to put in work. Stop. Yep. Get it done.
Whoa.
Get it done. That's right.
Ooh,
What's
true
the
for the
opposite of a
shard?
caster's curse?
Cost is premonition.
Oh yeah. He goes for the stale hammer though. Oh, it doesn't even matter. That KO'd?
We know why he's staying on hammer. Like we know he wants this. I think his first stock was for like 80 damage just purely with N6. I might be lowballing actually. I might be wrong. Could have been way more.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately for him, stock on the blasters. See what he can cook up.
Yeah, doesn't want it. No, get him out of here.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, we know what he wants.
We do Wild West showdowns, but we don't do the blasters out here. No, they.
We do C showdowns.
Cover yourself
Ooh.
and you're done.
Oh,
Wow.
Smacked into the bottom of the earth. And we picking up the set
drops a
3-1.
game, but takes care of business afterwards. That was a nice
Lost
game.
one and then locked in.
Yeah.
Classic stuff. And it's going to be Urahara out of the tournament at, what,
But-
4th?
Still
Fourth.
incredibly fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love a bit of mashing. I want to argue against some mashing. Speaking of mashing, Himwy locking in the Linfei. Not bad. But thanks for Urahara for coming out of here. Nice, respectable 4th. And I'm sure we'll see him again next time
definitely.
in the top 4. Great player. And so now we are moving on to Saya versus Himwy. Again, another classic match.
Yep. Yeah, this is
This
the
is bound
top
to be a
3.
banger.
If I was a betting man, this would have been my top 3.
Yeah. And you would get paid nothing in return because it's
Yes.
it's such an obvious bet. Yeah, and of course, another bet you can make on and win is a bird bar coming out from Saya. Oh! Yeah, okay. He's trolling for a second.
We saw it for a second. I would love to see the glow box. I have not seen a glow box in a really long time.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, it's hard being a glow box in a world full of sandy cheeks. It's hard.
Exactly.
It's tough. The world is very often unfair.
What's the what was that first Mordex crossover that came with Hellboy?
Daimyo.
Yeah, it's hard being a daimyo in
Yeah.
a world of just Mordex.
Oh, in a world full of Fenris.
Yeah.
What are the other Mordex crossovers? Tai Long. Oh yeah, no, it's good luck. You're right. It's Tai Long. You can't beat that. Okay, again, taking a long time for these map picks just for it to go to Demon. Yep, as I said again. Okay, they were just confused on who was banning.
You can't
Very
get
nice.
anything past this guy, all right? He knows.
I'm just look. Me and the genie from Aladdin, same guy.
Oh, you're
I
right.
think it's just.
I think that
I
was
think it's
you.
just-
I saw him in the movie. I forgot.
I'm blue. I'm literally. I think is his name just Genie?
I,
think it's just Genie.
I
don't know.
waits for
Either
the
way.
lead.
Ooh, I thought he was cooking for a second, but he lets him get the weapon.
Oh yeah, Himwy picking it up.
Ooh, this side sig. He actually punished that. You gotta get in. Ooh, the GCD sig.
Okay, this is
That's
fun.
free.
They're just taking turns,
Yeah,
just dominating.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this. Ooh, no D sig.
Oh yeah, just keep throwing the things out, guys.
Okay, you gotta remember, if you're not close to the Linfei side sig, you're not punishing it. It has genuinely zero and like absolutely
Is that
nothing.
it? Oh my god,
Ooh.
that is unlucky. Hammer. Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of early KOs, probably from both sides, but especially Linfei, very fragile legend. She's just an old woman. Well, I say that, but she taught everyone. She's kind of the goat.
Oh my god, what a chase. That was barely hit. Cannon, of course, having the movement to make that back easily. Not too much of a risk, but still. I mean, back to an even game. Sire, back on that hammer. Scary stuff. Hello.
Real high. Keeps him high. GC, bit extra. That was extra, I guess. Wish the nair from millimeters. That nair actually nearly KO'd. That's astonishing. That low D
wow.
is
Yeah.
something else.
Himwy has definitely, I feel like, gotten way more hits, but is way behind on the second stock. Stomp
Oh yeah, I
Sarah.
feel like the first stock, Himwy got like 5 hits, and I don't think Sai was even yellow. Sarah cleans it off the side though. Get that nice stock lead. Healthy too, pretty healthy. Eats
Sarah
greens.
looking good in this first game. This hammer. Scary stuff. Oh yeah, read him.
Ooh, so,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Get
no
it
stop
done.
though. Oh, but they get the wreck. The weapon though. No. Oh,
I imagine that's
But if you-
exactly how Xavier Woods sounded falling down there. He was like, no.
Xavier. Not many people remember Xavier Woods was at BCX 2019. That was crazy.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
The real
I guess
Xavier
got the touch. I didn't think him. Oh my god.
Mmm.
Player 2 wins.
That. Wow.
That's pretty dominant. I wonder if we're gonna see a legend change. Himwy just dying way too quick. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Back to the Asuri. Not bad. Probably should have started on it, but no worries. Let's see if we can pick it back up. Are we gonna go back to the demon? Let's see. Yes, of course we are.
Yeah, Sire. I love that hammer. From the last set, it was looking great, even though it wasn't a win. To now, I mean, it's still picking it right back up where he left off.
A lot of sword this tournament. I didn't actually deep that for a second, but
Oh, yeah.
every set's had some sword. Picks up them early hits. Got a sword ditto on our hands right now.
Realize no blasters, no bow. My propaganda tweets have been
Oh,
written.
wow,
Oh my
whoa.
god.
Flawless stock. No damage?
Okay, Himwy, yeah. I know what kind of set we're getting. This is
Yeah, it's gonna be one of these ones.
yeah. Oh, I love Southeast Asia. These sets are awesome.
Double sidelight, a lot of patience coming off.
Okay.
Keeping him on the
Has
side.
Himwy been
Keeping him in
hit?
the
Himwy
advantage.
has not been hit. Yep.
Oh. No, I think he hit him with like a weapon throw, didn't he?
I don't
know,
think
maybe
so.
not. Actually,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
he
my
hasn't been
God.
hit.
Okay, Surge, don't say anything. No commentators curse. Don't say anything. We know how this works. Come on. I don't even want to talk. No! The JV, no. It could have been so. It could have been so.
It's because I said something.
Because we thought about it.
Should have commentated like this was a normal set. Nothing special was happening.
If we talked about like the weather app, like on our phones or something, like I promise you gets that JV. Oh, okay. Now he's getting silly. Can't be punishing with a GC sidelight when he's right next to you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, he's mashing SIGs. He's just mashing SIGs. He's got full confidence that he wins the set, or the game. So
Alright,
Sire,
Sire.
come on.
Nice.
Come on, get back. Yeah, nice.
This is just where you build up your confidence. Get a good combo, take a stock, maybe start to make this doable, but you got to make yourself at least have a smile going into that third game, because that was not good.
Maybe break his mental a little bit, time him out, just like really run the clock. Like test his patience, set him up for the next game.
Yeah. Well, also not getting hit, and oh my god.
Oh, that was
a
immaculate
perfect-
spacing.
You love to see it.
Himwy? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
brings it back with a dominant 2-stock. Sire, you know, a little bit of get back, You didn't get the JV against them. That's big.
Yeah, that we know what kind of set we're getting, guys. we've found out.
Bring it to 1-1. Alright, boys, come on. Let's hurry up. Let's go back to Demon. Come on. Oh! No, we have a Demon ban.
Brawlhaven? Oh.
No, it'll be like a... Oh, where are we going? Dojo? Mishima Dojo? We're not going Terminus, are we? Well, we might be, actually. Wait. No, we're going Miami. We're going to a nice Miami Dome.
The classic.
Best soundtrack out of any of the maps, to be honest. Top 3. No lower
Crystal
than
Temple.
top 3. Crystal Temple? Crystal's good.
I will say, you're right, though. Miami don't pick.
3, 2,
Miami's good.
1, brawl.
This Demon and like, I think from memory, World's End has like, it's not bad. It's high octane for sure. Okay, already got an edge guard situation. Bit of an advantage there. Lets him back. Side picks up the hammer, but he's off the side again. Nice.
Yeah. All right. You want to talk about the weather?
No, I want to talk about Himwy actually using the fact that Sai is out of options.
Oh
on the
my
wall.
God, don't tell
Oh
me.
my god, don't you dare. God. Gotta talk about the weather. Yeah, I've been waiting forever for Himwy to actually use the lack of options someone has, like where they stay on the wall for too long, but he finally gets value out of it. And what do you know, he picked up like 120 damage for it.
Yeah, this was a dominant start from Himwy, and now Sire might be. Oh yeah, that was too much.
Oh, there we go.
Still alive though. Still cooking. Not anymore.
Nope. Yeah, okay, nice.
Finds that
Oh, look,
stock.
look.
Sticking with sword.
Oh, to get back though, could have been way worse for Sire.
Oh my god, it could have been so much worse.
Could have been so much worse. Could have been so much better if he actually got the gimp off the side though. Oh man.
You live and you learn.
He would have been for real Mr. Krabs.
Oh wow.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is how Russian Mafia works. Get it done.
Nice, cleaned him up.
That was a
Evens it out.
quick response.
Make sure you weapon starve him. Could have done it a bit harder. Oh, BMG, paid actor. Delivered that straight into his hands. That was a very, very ambitious ground pound coming out. That was a very, very silly dare. I'm sure that was a hilarious misinput coming out from Sire.
All right, it's hammer time. I think. Oh no.
Nice little GC.
Yeah.
Oh, the
yeah.
weapon throw.
that
Oh,
was-
we've seen
yeah.
this before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, delicious
hammer
from Sire. He's gonna pick it up. Oh, he fainted the delay.
That was
off the
still a
side.
ton of damage. You're happy with that no matter what. Even if you don't find that stock, that was a lot.
Yeah, Samuel could probably end up clipping that and posting it on Twitter anyway. Oh, yeah, okay. Now he's getting too comfortable, bro. You don't have a huge lead or anything. Let's calm down. How about we try and be some sensible? Yeah, gets him off the side.
I love to see Cyrus Bogar. This is fun.
Oh,
to
it's so
watch.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of confidence, even though he doesn't have like a stock lead, he just goes for everything. He puts bets the whole farm on it. Ooh. Ooh, trades. Ooh.
Oh my god, the patience.
Wow.
Oh, but still kicking. Still kicking. Oh my god.
Funny thing is, I think if Sire stomps stairs, I think it stage spikes him and he dies immediately. I think he gets KO'd like straight away. Could be wrong though. It could just be coping.
Wow, I'm stunned. Sire did not get that stock.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
actually.
now every hit is just so painful. You don't have a dodge. You're getting chased. What?
that was crazy.
That was a phone call and a $50 Venmo from Sire.
I think he.
Can you take this to last dog? Like, can you...
Himwy has had 5 mysterious men in suits pull up at his front door, knocking. Crazy stuff.
I don't know. Must be nothing.
Yeah, this is the stomp
Oh,
stare.
finds
Gets in there. Oh, we'll pays for it.
Finds a dodge, but only gets a dare off of it, and so still though.
You know what? You know
Hunting.
what we haven't seen from any of these series is an NC going on guitars. Not even
That
one.
is a fair point.
So at some point we should see someone get robbed, get goobed by a little NSIG.
Oh, goes for it, but doesn't pick it up. And now Sire, Breath of Life. Nope.
Oh!
Breath of not life.
Slices him in 2. Woo. So is that 2-1 or is that 3?
2-1. No, that's 2-1 for
2-1?
Himwy.
Going to game 3. Are we gonna see a legend swap from Sire? Maybe like a Teros coming out. Teros is nothing new for Sire. We've seen it a fair bit come out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Trading off maybe a bit of that Bodvar swag for some strength, but he opts for swag and stays on the Bodvar and the Xavier Woods.
Yeah, I mean 3 legends versus 1. It's
Yeah, math is math. Yeah, okay, for sure. Okay.
math is math. Yes,
Math is
Demon
math.
Island. I love to see it.
Hmm.
This is where whatever the opposite of magic happens. This is where
What, like science? Math? Just
yes.
Math? This is where math happens.
This is where things get crazy.
Yeah, so I've always got the guitars. Can you whip and solve them? Nope. Come
Oh,
on.
he can't land. Finds a dodge.
Oh, good
Doesn't want to
patience
go
up
too
there.
crazy. That is hammer.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
yeah.
Now it's time to go crazy. Let's go crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Go crazy.
sure. So stupid. Oh, nice end line catching the spot dodge.
No,
Oh, the
stop
Saiyan
it.
interrupts him.
Stop it. Sire.
Oh, Saiyan almost robbed him, bro. Plankton. Catches the option. He has
Oh, yeah.
nothing. Another GC unlock to finish him off. Nice.
But I covered both the options of the exhausted recovery and the jump. Not much you can really do
Yeah, that was very sensible from Himwy. Very textbook.
there. Surprising stuff.
Ooh, big Sag. A nice punish off the side. You want to convert that? You want to convert that? Oh, the falling Sag. Makes enough breathing room for him. Oh, the momentum spot dodge. Gets that little weapon snag because of it.
Just waiting, trying to find the right moment with this hammer, but every moment that you waste,
Oh my god.
Himwy's just in. So much damage.
The weapon is so fast, too. You could have stuns so quick. You're just chucking out stuff.
Oh, can't find the stomp. Stomp's the wrong way. There we go. But I'm not even hurt enough to. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh,
What did I say? I didn't say anything. There were no words.
smacked him across the face. You see an edge guard? Oh, the recovery? Not sure about that one.
Crazy wake
Oh,
up.
the wake up.
Yeah. That's one of those where you are very safe and cannot get crazy punished, and they are very hurt, and it will just take the stock. Screw it, you know?
Yeah, the stock lead, like, why not? Just like chuck it out. See what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Good patience
This
up.
is. No, you're not getting it.
Luckily, Himwy avoided the one thing that immediately KOs him. Very nice.
Himwy looking to pressure, but Sire doesn't bite.
Where's the Suriensig? It has to come out at some point on the guitars. I haven't seen it once. I needed someone to get their stock robbed. Luckily, back on the sword.
Sire,
off the side.
I was about to say not getting crazy hit, but Himwy's starting to find him. That is not gonna do it. Weapon throw misses. That's a big one, actually. Now you gotta find him with sword.
Very lucky weapon spawn again.
Finds him there, but not gonna cut it. Ooh,
Oh
beautiful
my God.
dodge. Gets caught by the wake up.
Oh,
No.
what a great GC.
Is that it?
Oh, the DC
No.
comes up. Birdvar's strong. That was even
That was crazy.
takes himself to the blast zone, so he can't get the chase dodge to come
Very
back.
anticlimactic ending, but Himwy shuts it down.
Yeah. And you're gonna have Himwy in grand finals taking the set of Asaya 3-1. Quite dominant actually. Past a few first 2 games. Now nothing new. We're back. Himwy
Oh,
Keith
baby.
grand finals.
Oh, baby.
Death and
Keep it.
taxes, bacon and eggs, global warming, just like inevitabilities. The Keith Himwy. All these things guaranteed.
Yes. But Taros.
Terrors, yeah.
We got Taros.
Mhm.
It's Patrick Starr. With one of my favorite crossover Sig kits in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, breaks out the beauty legs. Gets strong on him with the Axe D-Sig. It's beautiful. I love seeing this crossover.
Plague Knight's
Honestly,
my
the
favorite
SpongeBob
crossover.
ones are so well done.
I'm a big Plague Knight guy. Big fan.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
I'm not sure if it's a classic. You don't see too many really talking about the Plague Knight. Sometimes you see the Diamond Heads,
I
but you
know
don't
like
really see
1
the
to
Plague
2
Knight.
people who play exclusively Plague Knight, so it's a classic
They-
for me.
Probably like the 4 Shovel Knight fans in the fandom. Type 1 in the chat if you love Shovel Knight, please. I love Shovel
That's
Knight.
an interesting axe. What is that?
Is that like a chair? I mean, no, it's like a seashell.
Yeah,
know what
it's
that
like
is.
the end of a
Clam?
chair at a fancy French restaurant. Is what it looks like. Top half.
That's like the average cafe chair, I promise you.
Yep.
We have
I
like
see
1,000 of those in Australia.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Yapping
Why does
too
it feel
much.
like a Surrey has like 9 damage? That was not many hits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Above the GCD light. Does not bite on the jump. And Keith, this is a different hammer.
Ooh.
This is not, oh yeah, this is a chase you down, hunt you down hammer.
Yeah. This is
Nowhere
low
is safe.
patience, all action, all primal hunter. Let's see it coming out. I would have liked to see Sire on the roast. Ooh. Soft down light. Oh, the wreck. That was a wonderful wreck.
Doesn't KO off of that weapon throw and can,
Ooh, big punch.
Oh, that's huge. What is happening? What is going on? The game is broken. Okay, no. That was crazy. That was like 4 drops from him.
That's so sad, actually.
Oh wow, incredible recovery.
Finally gets the KO at about 3,000.
Yeah. You know what? Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way in game 1. Gambler's policy is actually real, so.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens on a series, you know? Like, guitars don't like true KO options, sword drops all the time. It's just like, it's bound to happen at some point. Patrick, though, looking mean every time he attacks. Dare send him off the side of the planet. Oh,
my
makes it in
God.
time. Ooh! Ooh.
Yeah, this is a different axe or hammer. Wow.
That's some stank on it. He's making some statements out of you. Oh man, wait, I just paid attention to Patrick's face when he gets damaged. I don't like that. Like, he gets so sad.
Alright, Himwy, can you let Keith win? Because I don't like the face that Patrick makes. It makes me sad.
Yeah, can you at least get off the crossover? Like, I know it's good for marketing, but like, I don't want to be sad anymore. Ooh, good D-Sig. Seeing a lot of D-Sigs connect. Ooh, beautiful ground pound. Evens the stocks up.
Okay. Weapon control for Himwy. This is not a crazy gap, to be honest. Oh, okay. This might be a crazy gap. That's a crazy gap. It was a huge gap.
Yeah, it's huge.
Player 2 wins.
I mean, when you verse terrorists, well, your KO percent at like, well, damage at like 90. So realistically, the gap is actually very big. It's huge, actually.
You're playing against terrorists. The KO percent is yes.
Yeah, the KO
All of the
percent
time.
is immediately.
You have invulnerability, and somehow you could get KO'd right now.
By the way, I'm feeling a 3R. I think Keith's about the 3R.
I don't know.
I think it's about to happen. You're about to see a 3R. Promise you. And if he does, make sure you follow NSYNC on Twitch. That's the legal requirement.
Man,
Him whipping out the weapon
so
first.
cool, but now he's a sellout. It's crazy.
Where's the soul on him? Ooh. Promise you that side sig actually KOs if we can.
What is happening?
Whoa, what is
What
that?
is going on? Stop it. Okay. And we're right back to neutral. Like nothing happened.
Whoa, big breakdance coming off the side. Oh,
That was an
weapon throw?
insane start to that game. That was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Oh my god. A bit of a silly start. I'm sure it's big news for Himwy to pick up this early lead. It's exactly what you
Oh
want.
yeah, Himwy just catching every dodge, just patient, and Keith is dodging out of everything.
Finally getting some value out of like weapon advantage. Oh my god. Come on, Keith. Where's the dog in you? Okay, Himwy. Can't be choking KOs like that.
All right, so thoughts on that?
He gets it
3-0?
anyway. He gets it anyway. Oh, I get nervous. Last time, previous T-Showdown, Himwy chokes the KO and he gets immediately done in for it. I get nervous like a mother. That's soccer practice.
Okay.
Okay, Keith. Okay, he's got some life in him.
We know what this hammer is capable of.
Yeah, and look how mean Patrick is whenever he throws out an attack. Whenever he connects, it's just pure rage.
That's a really angry starfish.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like Patrick's so chill in his little clan.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, GC sideline, not sure about that. He's very lucky that we didn't have guitars, otherwise that could have been very, very nasty for him. Nice GC
Keith
for the
looking
punish.
for it all.
Go on, ooh, no sensible finish off the side.
Finds a
Keith?
big Sair. This is looking pretty good for. Nope. Yeah, that was a good position to be in for Keith. Finds an unarmed Nair, but gonna have to find the stock immediately. You can't really afford to take more damage. Does so. I don't know.
Very
I
good.
don't know,
What, we're gonna see him
guys.
stick on the hammer? What are we gonna see?
Is it gonna be like an immediate random sig KO from Himwy, or is it gonna be Keith winning the game from something silly? Neither. It is a recovery.
Player 1 wins.
I gotta ask real quick. Was the bug net the axe? Is that the axe skin? Which one? Was that the hammer? I didn't like pay attention to
The bug net was the hammer. No, because
That
we were
was
talking
the
about the axe being the
being like the chair. Yeah, look at the clam. Oh no, it's probably coral, right? It's probably coral. That makes sense. Alright, can we get like a marine biologist in chat telling us what that is?
I like
By the way.
the bottom of each character's podium. It looks like Ahsoka just came up out of a hole in the ground that she cut there herself to get in here, and Patrick's just like, he literally just
Yeah, it's
woke
just-
up and stepped
yeah,
out
he-
of his
he
hole
wo- he
and
woke
decided
up,
to come fight.
Spawned in
His
with a
chair
Krabby
is still
Patty.
there.
I was seeing it. 1-1 set. My premonition of a 3-0 was actually just a big joke to get Himwy back in the game, get that dog in him.
That was actually, I don't know if you guys picked up on that. That was just a play, okay? Like, it wasn't serious, you know? Come on, man.
I'm in Himwy's corner. I'm just trying to get the life back in him.
I'm in the corner of a good set.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Corner of a good stream. Himwy on the picking up the side. No options. Ooh, the GC side light. Oh,
Himwy just didn't want it.
yeah, he definitely could have had something there for sure. He could have picked up a nice early KO.
Oh, yeah.
Goes for the
You gotta
rack,
give it a
punch
try at
for
least once.
Oh my god. So much respect off the side from both of the players, actually. Not throwing out anything, not dodging either.
Finds Dare recovered.
Double sidelight coming out. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised that dropped. They picked up pretty low on the wall. Oh my god. Pixel perfect spacing. Drops him down. Just keeps him on the side. Obviously doesn't want to overextend if we are versing Hammer. We know what happens there.
Yes, but Himwy's starting to build this lead. It's getting a little scary for Keith. Oh, wow.
Ooh, the wake up dare, yep. Nice option. Starting to flip there. No juggle, no juggle. Stairs off the side. No dare connecting. Maybe looking for a bit of a stage spike. Dropping the deal I said though. I don't really want to be doing that, but it's got a big lead. Shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah, well, still, I don't know. This is a scary position to be in if you're Himwy, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you don't really want to give Keith any breathing room to do something
You
nasty.
really gotta find this KO. There you go.
Right, nice. Very nice, very nice. One more time, Himwy. Sizable lead as well. But again, we got Axe. He's about like 90 damage on him.
Oh, that's Axe. I'm still staring at the skin. Oh, crazy miss from both of them there. If Keith can pick up the stock now, this could. Oh, God.
Oh, lingering weapon.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the breakdance. You know that weapon throw
glitch
is
in the
tilting
Matrix that
too.
threw everything off. And everybody got really confused, and Himwy just got KO'd, and he was like, "Oh crap!"
Ooh. Oh, I thought Himwy was cooking for a hot second.
Yeah, I thought that. I thought Keith had that nair on lock, but no.
Double weapon throw disrupting his rhythm. Ooh, good turnaround from Himwy. Good positioning.
Keith really trying to find one of these reads, hoping one of them connects off a side lane, but so far not much.
Yeah, Himwy's so slippery right now. And you gotta like Katars, you whiff an option and you just like move like 2 meters away anyway. That's big though.
Goes
for it all. You go.
No.
Picks it up. Himwy 2-1 up. One more for that bracket reset. You think that Keith side sig KOs if it lands? What do we think? I think it might. I think it might have. I think it very well might have. What's the series? 5D? I think 5D.
Yeah, usually with pro players, I can say that if they go for some wacky sig, like it would have KO'd in that situation. But with Keith, like you never know. I've seen some crazy action from just like a white stock.
Oh, are we seeing a? Yeah, we're seeing a Suri Ditto coming out of you. It's exactly what Keith did last time against. I think it was against Himwy. Keith is just now playing a Suri out of spite.
Yeah. Again with the double lightsabers.
Mm-hmm. Trying to avoid that bracket reset. Obviously, bracket reset means you have to play for so much longer. Isn't that so awful? Messes up the whole mental. Keeps starting off with a nice juggle. Luckily, we were avoiding the Katars Ditto early on. Very thankful for that. Terrible Ditto. Terrible.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Ooh.
I'm excited to see the double Katars off stage, though. I think that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be silly. Maybe we'll actually see an Asuri NC. Been asking for it for so long. Alright, now we have the Katar Ditto.
Oh my god, you're joking.
No. Oh,
Sire is out there somewhere laughing.
Oh, that was awful, bro. I saw Dummy clutch out a set like that with that exact combination. Oh, you'd never want to see that. That's awful. Bad for the mental. Robbed of such a huge lead. Big nair coming up.
Nice, okay. Pretty even.
Pretty nice. Yeah, very
Very capable unnecessary that we know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Suri. It's nothing. Yeah, it's not rocket science. It's a Suri.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, gatekeep that weapon. Nice try. I would have done better personally. Yeah. Besides that, big N6
no
for
dodge.
the double. That's a bit pretty ignorant.
Again, no options. He has to be careful.
Yeah, Keith easily could have set him and sent him all the way down to Australia.
Or all the way up. Oh yeah, there it is. You asked for it. Asking ye shall receive.
That's crazy. I didn't see it because I was thinking about the location of Australia relative to where Demon Island would be. Either way, Himwy, we're picking up this edge guard. No, didn't he save him for that? I think he gave him his jump back.
Ooh, I'm surprised that Sarah didn't hit. That was a really good option, just an inch off, and now Keith with nothing.
Finally, I think Himwy took too much damage for that whole sequence. Probably should have had that KO much sooner off the side. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want if you're Keith. You want to just chuck out a ground pound for no good reason. Pick up a nice little D-like ground pound in return. Evens up the
Demon
stock
Island
count.
is scary. That wall is way too short. You can you can threaten any section of that with anything. So Keith finally went for something he hadn't gone for yet. I'm loving the Demon Island picks, by the way. This map is fun.
Yeah.
Although a little hard to come back when you are on the stage and Keith is done. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
a bracket
bracket is
reset. Nice. That was a fast reset. I don't know how quick those games were, but that was not particularly long. But good news for everyone. Looks like you're gonna have us for a bit longer as we go into the bracket reset. Scores reset back to 0. Like everyone in the tournament has now taken a loss, and we're sticking to the Asuri Ditto. And I'm kind of surprised he is sticking to it. I don't know. Maybe you wanna go to a different Qatar legend again, Mako. Maybe something like that.
Sounds really pointed, Vilgax. Like,
just throwing out ideas. Just spitballing.
I'm just spitballing here, but like, what if you picked Mako? Like, think about it. Like,
Or maybe you want to change stance to strength. Maybe that's where you're losing out, Keith. Maybe that's where the difference is.
does the old $50 dues change your mind, Keith?
How about this really cool in-game avatar? How about one of these?
I think Keith has more than enough NSYNC avatars, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sure he does, and titles too. I'm sure he's fine.
Oh, wild wake up. Not a good position to be in if you're Himwy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, what if he catches you like a dare or guitar? Like, don't you just die? Like, I don't know.
What, like in real life? Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh man, this Ditto is so hard to follow. I gotta say, keeps picking it up. Nearly gets the KO. Again, that strength stance, Keith. You might have had it. You might have had it, man.
Oh, get him.
JC picking up. Oh my god.
Finally, finds it.
Oh, I was anxious. I was so anxious. Looking very even. Looking like much like the Keith Sire set we had earlier.
Yeah, but finally, Keith in the lead in a game. It has been a minute. Ooh, it finds a dodge.
That's big. That's big. Not
Can't
enough
win the
patience on
second
it. Maybe not enough experience on guitars to know the timings of that, of when he would get his dodge back.
I'm probably just trying to throw something out.
Maybe. Keith's known for throwing things out.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a dodge. The Nair picks it up.
Oh, the weapon throw.
Oh,
No.
he wasn't far away enough for the weapon throw to be
Oh my god.
necessary, but side two cleans him up either way. Himwy's gonna have to climb a mountain back to pull this victory.
I'm regularly surprised by some of these KOs.
Yeah.
Did they change the move speed and I didn't see it?
Maybe. Someone link the patch notes in chat. Thank you. Cheeky little Nair.
Keith, big lead to start out the second set, which is crazy. It's really interesting to watch. I mean, you're effectively just playing 2 Brawlhalla games in a row, but Keith was struggling those last 2 games, and then we get a bracket reset, and all of a sudden,
everything
Keith is
changes.
like a new player. Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Maybe Keith was saving strats for the second set. I think is what it was.
Look, Tuesday is right off the Monday, but that's a whole new day. You know what I'm saying? Whole new vibes. Same person.
Tuesday. Tuesday is right after Monday. You're right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see the logic? You see the math?
No, I don't.
You'll get a one-day surge, as I'm
Oh
sure
my
Keith will
God.
get this win with that NSYG, cleans them up, opens up the bracket reset with a nice 1-R.
Love how we saw absolutely no Asuri Insigs until they broke the ice and now it's everywhere.
Oh, wait, a swap. Keith is finally, out of spite, gone someone to swap off Asuri.
Keith has broken Himwy, who has been on the Asuri for like the entire top four. That we
Besides,
saw?
besides that one Lin Fei game, and then he realized who he is and went immediately back to the Asuri.
Attack stance, less speed. Interesting.
Yeah, but 4 strength is just nothing. You want 5. You want 5 at least.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, pretty even stats. So, and then we go to
2, 1.
I don't remember the name of this map. I'm calling it Winter's Howl.
Okay, we're calling it. That's my favorite weapon from Black Ops 1. That's crazy. Well done, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. Or Edge.
That was your favorite weapon? Not a great one.
Yeah, the Winter's Howl is terrible. It's not even good in the remakes. What is good in the remakes is Himwy starting off strong with his lead. Bit of an ambitious side to poorly timed.
Keith is good in the reset of this bracket. Ooh, and he catches the dodge too.
Was. I'm liking the white, the white and the light blues on this cold stage. Thematically, very nice, very pleasing.
Yeah, I think Himwy was actually trying to camouflage with these colors.
Like the olden time Demon Island.
Yes.
Yeah, before it got fixed. Beautiful Keith picking up the first KO of the bracket reset. Game 2. See it. Big end line. Make sure he gets that weapon pick up guaranteed. Yeah, sends him off the side.
Ooh. Keith moving around.
Yeah, you see how glorious this soundtrack is? This is Souls-esque. This is thematic.
I have not had music turned on since the dawn of time.
You are a creep. Oh my god.
Oh, reach the dodge
Oh,
down.
big ground pound. Are we gonna see a GC? No, we're not, because he suspended his dodge.
No, still a ton of
pick up.
damage. I mean, at that point, I don't think you're looking for the KO when you go off stage like that. It's gonna be tough to find it, but just a big amount of damage. And now, ooh, that would have been
Oh, nearly gets the double. That was a bit cheeky.
Keith, careful. Careful.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Hit by the Val 101.
Okay.
Pick up a net. Yeah, simple net spike.
That was terrifying for a second for Keith. Even then, I mean, brought some nice ground up. Now Keith,
Wait,
taking it
hold
right
on.
back.
What this means is the 3-0 prediction is still on. Keith can still get a 3-0 here.
What you should have done is not said anything.
Because now Himwy's gonna pull it back.
No. I don't know about that.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. 2-0 up for Keith. Dominant fashion.
Another weapon swap?
He needs to cook. He's gonna swap the terrorists. He must. He absolutely must.
Absolutely.
No,
must.
he's gone. Never mind. I'm lying. He doesn't have to. He's not listening to me. I'm not an
You want to try
authority on
your
anything.
Jedi mind tricks?
To get him to swap the terrorists.
You will swap the Terros.
Not sure if it's tournament legal for me to type in chat and tell them to go to terrorists, to be honest.
I have absolutely told people to switch to Azoth in like every tournament I commentated in.
Wow. Collusion.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm like like how I'm Llama is on Twitter. I'm like that,
Play
but in
that.
chat.
Yeah. Justin,
Plays.
looks like Acer has been banned from all future tournaments for such collusion.
Ran up the stage, whispered in top players' ears during bracket. Play Azoth.
Get on it. Get on it, bro. Okay.
He's
Starting
actually
off with the
really good.
advantage state on Himwy. For Himwy. Unarmed though. Not to be trifled with. Fights his way back up to the weapon.
Yeah. Unarmed into guitar is actually really good. Everyone knows it.
Unironically, it's okay. You gotta hear me out. It's not, but it is also one of the few weapons with better frame data. So you can pull something.
I do remember thinking about that. Oh my god, Himwy.
Oh no, Himwy. Oh no. Alright, let's see some of that frame data. The money's back on the sword. Oh, brilliant GC side sig. Side light.
Himwy not punishing these guitar moves. It's, I don't know. This is
might-
not looking too great.
There might be some broken confidence coming out. You don't want to see that. Oh, miss at the stab.
Keith just finding these hits, not finding one or like 2 or 3, but still just winning neutral every time. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
he's
don't
not,
win
he's,
that
not, he's not
interaction.
trading very often either. Some clean hits and getting
Okay.
away with it. Getting away with
Good
murder.
bait, but still doesn't find the KO. And yeah, reads dash in. Not a crazy lead, but the way things are looking, Keith is just
Yeah.
on it.
At least the number's the same. At the very least. Returning end lights. Returning fire. Ooh. Ooh, okay, want to start something, Himwy? Nah, nothing.
Oh,
You
no,
can see he's
no.
desperate for something. He's desperate for something big.
Off stage has been where it's been scary for Himwy too, so I'm not sure that's the way to go. Although,
Bravest soldier. Ooh, the insig. Nothing. Ooh, that's in light.
that is not gonna do it.
Keith, run
Himwy
strength
with a
stance.
real
You could have won by now.
opportunity.
What is wrong with this guy? Sarah spiking with the side. This is tournament game for Himwy. He needs to win this to
Yeah.
stay in.
I don't know. This has kind of been a crazy comeback so far. Right? We are still only in the second stock, but that was a huge lead. Okay, Keith finally. Not done yet. Sticking to guitars. Let's build up some damage. Let's get a read. Let's open out the book. No read. Don't need
Let's
it.
study up. Come on,
Okay.
Himwy, pull it back. Nice.
Got a nice
Even up
three
the
hit,
numbers
though.
again. Numbers
Kept
on
a
the board.
small lead.
Himwy on his tournament stock. Keith looking for his 3R in the reset. See it.
Oh yeah. Himwy, no weapon. This is a razor's edge right now. Actually.
Now we got the normal lightsaber duel going on. The two Ahsokas fighting.
Ooh, no dare nair. Himwy starting to pull away.
That's a lot of damage on that juggle.
All right, guitars. Let's build some damage.
Go on. You see how the patience coming out. No one wanting to throw out something too punishable. Ooh,
No,
big
not
GC.
gonna
That's
do
gonna be
it.
the quad.
Himwy
Staying
almost
in this.
has it. Finds deal recovery, and that will do it.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. He's staying in. He's staying
Himwy
alive.
forces a game 4.
Ooh. Yeah, you can see Himwy was ultimate patience. He didn't want to get because if you throw out a GC there, you're eating so much damage.
Oh yeah.
Potentially just straight up getting KO'd. Brings back no 3-0, as I said. You know, I just said that out there again for the 2-time to get Himwy's game head in the game, lock them in.
Keith threw that game just to make sure that you were wrong again.
Yeah, yeah. I think Keith just has something against me. I don't know what I did, but well, I'll let it slide.
I wouldn't, but that's
I'm a humble guy. I'm generous. I'm so kind.
yes.
By
Send
the way-
Vilgax all of your money.
Yeah, he's my GoFundMe. Hey Sandman, can you put my PayPal link in there?
Can you actually just cover up
Hey,
the entire
just
stream with just my
tweet it
PayPal
out real
link?
quick. Very nice. No ditto.
As we move into
Oh.
grand finals, here is Vilgax's PayPal.
Sponsored by.
Ooh, Keith threw it
Big
out.
ground pound.
Oh yeah, you love to see it. Double guitars off stage.
Yeah. Oh, apparently not. Apparently Himwy doesn't. Opting to go back on stage and swap weapons immediately. And nothing off it. Opting for no patience, the recovery. No punch by Himwy. Double stare. Can I? Ooh, one more. Ooh, the D-Light stare. I'm not counting that as a third.
Oh no, wrong way.
Dangerous waters.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was.
That's not gonna do it though. So
I
the,
can't believe
the
that ground pound even
recovery
hit.
did it, but the ground pound wouldn't. That's crazy.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the ground pound would have just hit the stage if he wasn't in the way.
No, don't bonk your head on the stage. You'll get a concussion. Here, I'm on my way.
God. Work safe regulations, please.
Himwy actually a huge member of OSHA as he cleans up and puts us onto that second stock.
Make sure you wear your hard hats when you're playing Brawlhalla. It's like kind of an essential thing.
Yeah. Well, always got my helmet on.
Are you still wearing your hat?
Yes.
Nice. Let's go. Either way,
Skateboard.
going back to the gameplay,
Man
even
right
on
with
the
a
two
skateboard.
stock yellow for both players here. Extremely even.
Oh yeah. Keith actually a little down from the start where it was looking pretty good, but with some good spacing, able to find some of these guitar moves. Those sidelights are really what he's looking for, but it's hard to throw it out in neutral.
Him with the patience, not trying to extend, just going for the one taps. Ooh, missing the dead, that's crucial. You don't want to get damage for free. You don't want none of that.
Oh, gets a read.
Oh, the triple.
Keith
Sends
once
off the
again puts Himwy onto his final stock.
Ooh,
Last time, Himwy was able to rise to the occasion. This time, it is an even bigger deficit, and Keith is getting even scarier.
You hear Duel of the Fates playing. I think that's a solo song.
Yep.
Okay, Himwy picking it up. He's still alive in this.
But no, I don't see any Scyther Orb around here, so.
Oh no, not for free. Not giving a weapon for free.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Okay, he's got it.
Keith. Oh, yeah. Keith is in the zone. Keith is not in.
Ooh,
Keith,
no.
Keith is in the zone. That's what you call the zone. What zone it is? Is it good? Is it
The
bad?
blast
I don't know,
zone? I
but
think the blast zone is what you're looking for, right? Okay.
Ooh, Himwy?
Ooh,
Wait
the
a
clash sent off stage. Oh, wait, the Sag gets interrupted. The double dead.
This is getting scary for Keith.
Oh, the synchronized, beautiful stuff. Truly Olympic level.
Oh, a crazy chase. I don't even think you get a lot off of that sidelight if you get it, but Himwy doesn't care.
Oh, the D-light! Oh, he doesn't drop it. He doesn't drop.
How
He
did
knows,
that not
he knows
drop?
the conversion.
Finds the Himwy.
Such patience there, and like.
Is it game 5? Is it
Top
Keith
Fury action.
3-1? No, it's game 5.
Nice. Ooh, the game 5 in the bracket reset. Oh my god, the narrative is building.
And I just got coins for playing the game.
So
It
did
is
I, bro.
now
Got my
5
daily
a.m.
login bonus. Oh yes. Whew. Oh my god, we're actually seeing Jedi Duels grand finals.
That was
game
crazy
5.
end of that game 4.
Oh my god. Like surely one of these guys could like take one for the team and like get on Darth Vader, right? Just like thematically.
Can you guys just both switch to Taros?
No, I don't co-sign that. That wouldn't be as cool. I want
What?
a Jedi duel. I want a lightsaber duel. I want two.
Fair enough.
I need both of them.
Oh my, what?
Oh, that's a
What
big call out with that GC.
What?
That was magical. Sent off the stage. Ooh, that could have been very, very, very early.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Patience. Okay. It's a bad GC. Luckily, sword instead of katars, so he doesn't eat too much damage for it. Relatively. He just eats it. Good punish coming off. Ooh, Keith already in the red, actually.
Keith with a bunch of exclamation marks.
Yeah,
This is
capitalize on this. Don't let him come back for free.
crazy Sarah
And
from
that,
ledge. Wasn't even
second
close.
chance.
Ooh,
Weapon
finds an
forward.
option. And then goes right back to the wall. He's having such a struggle getting back. Crazy to go right back to it. Okay,
God.
finds a dodge, but ooh, no dash on the D-Light. Yeah, that
Picks it up.
put himself in a tough position.
Can you turn on music, Serge? You're like missing out on this like crazy atmosphere that
Alright.
I'm getting. Like this is crazy.
Actually, yeah, wow.
Yeah, you see what you've been missing out? You're a creep for commentating without music in the background. American psycho behavior. You pick it up. God. Ooh,
Yeah,
keep
Keith
moving it back.
still quite a bit behind. Needs to find this. Nairs are not going to do it until it will. But
That was like 5 nairs in a row and no
Finally.
KO. 6 though. Gets it. Picks it up.
yeah, they do say that the 6th sword nair is the charm on this map. I think that's the saying.
Yeah, I think so. Numbers even.
Oh.
Numbers back to even. 2-2 roll.
Oh, crazy quick turnaround for Keith, and now starting to build the damage on this sword. Himwy makes it back in. Ooh, Keith had a great situation there. Finds a ground pound. Not going to get too much, but stage control is a big deal in this matchup. Okay, Keith doesn't think so. Keith says stage control ain't nothing.
This guy has like no regard for safety. Like Osha is angry. Oh, good patience on that. Not enough patience for Keith, to be honest. See off the side, he has very limited options. The double stare picks it up. Keith now on his tournament stock in a wild change.
That's
of events.
effectively what the set is. It's OSHA versus terrible regulations. The most danger possible.
Oh my god. gotta point it out. You get the Himwy using the black color scheme. We got like the light side of the force and the dark side. This is thematically excellent.
I need this to be even final stocks. Keith, come on.
Yeah, hey Keith, bring it back real quick. Just not too hard though, but like a little.
Right quick, just.
Or Himwy shut it down. And
This is where
went on a
Himwy tends to
two-star.
shut it down.
He could have if he was more patient. Keith
This
had
little
nothing
gap
on the side,
between the stocks is where he builds his
though. Takes
damage.
it back, one
Builds
set.
a lead. Ooh, synchronize. Dealer recovery, not gonna do it.
Oh my
Finds
God.
another one. That'll do it.
Dude, I'm telling you, if Keith was running the strength stance, man, I swear it would have saved him so much. So much torment and agony.
Ooh, quick turnaround on the dare.
That's beautiful stuff. Keith trying to stay alive. Himwy's lead isn't massive.
Again, finds a dodge.
Oh, beautiful.
Goes
No,
for it
that's a big
all.
commitment coming out from Keith. This could be. Oh, no, he doesn't want to
Oh, that was
go
a
on it on
risky
the edge
jump.
guard. Himwy a second chance at life though on the side of the map.
Himwy rarely going for it all.
Oh, that save could have been everything. The weapon throw to the death.
What is happening?
Oh, misses the second.
Yo,
Wait,
something
this is
did a
crazy.
showdown.
Oh my god. Oh, he had the longest recovery hitbox. Paid $49.99 BMG for that one. That was crazy.
Dealer recovery.
Gets the
something
read.
to do it. What did he
This
do?
is oh my god. What was that? What is he doing? Oh my god, he pays dearly for it, bro. Oh my god.
5 men in business suits just showed up at Keith's door and said no.
Knocking with payments in hand. Oh my god, someone say that Keith threw that away. Himwy picking it up, the punish, becoming your back-to-back C
What?
Showdown champion. Oh my god, what was he thinking? Bro, he was not wearing his hard hat. He couldn't have been wearing his hard hat.
No.
No safety regulations were being followed. None of them. Ooh. Gonna make eye contact with the floor. That was gonna. Ooh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, that's what Keith did.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was crazy. What a set that was. Oh my god. That,
That
was
was-
about as
yeah,
close
that
as
was
it
great.
possibly could have been.
Oh my god. Definitely not a
Damn.
3-0.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the exact opposite of a 3-0. The furthest away you could possibly get. But that might have been the most goated C Showdown yet in terms of.
That was a great top 4. I can't lie. That was awesome.
Wild.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, I guess that's it. Himwy is your C Showdown champion once again. Nothing crazy there, but it was a crazy set. A win over
Yep.
Keith is no joke. Shout out for Urahara on that 4th. We got Sai on the 3rd. Very respectable placements.
Yeah, reverse 3-0 too. That was a big one.
Yeah, very big, very great turnout today. And yeah, I've been Vilgax Cash Money, Vilgax Young Burger Patty. Ain't nobody want beef. Thanks for Sandwick for inviting us out here. Very great time out here as always. And what do you got, Serge? What do you got to say to the people out there?
I'm A Surge. I'm tired. This was awesome. Have a great night or morning for any of our viewers.
For real, been great.